Yeah, we looked for a movie for tomorrow, and there literally is none.
Yeah, we're going to go see a movie, but there's literally nothing out there.
Anything on you, Flame?
Go see Halloween.
Oh my!
I can't do scary, and I can't do any Halloweens. Not even OG Halloween. It still freaks me out.
that movie is actually scary. I like the first one.
It's so freaky. It's not like it's like jump scary, and it gets in your head.
I can't do jump scares. I can't do anything.
Jump scares are bullshit, man.
I can't do anything.
I love
horror.
scary shit and jump scares.
I can't. No shot on this end, my guy.
No, I mean not much. I've been playing Overwatch too.
Ah, there we go. We talk about that. That's the thing we can talk about.
Yeah, I haven't seen or heard anything about it, but I know that there was drama about its release.
Yeah, I'll break all that down.
Yeah, break that shit down real quick.
I got my film red tickets.
Yep, same.
Nice.
Same. Wait, hold on, what are we doing? We're not even this is content for the podcast. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to episode 77, 8 or something. I don't remember these days anymore. 78. 78. 78. Look at me being unprepared as per usual, like a fucking goober. We're here, we're live. It's another off ep, but you know, that's just how we do in the streets. In the streets. Stop unsubscribing. I'm gonna start off with that. Fuck you.
People are unsubbing.
That's what I'm saying. People are unsubscribing. How about we do a sneaky move, and right now I'm gonna do it at the start of the video. Everyone subscribe right now. We're not gonna continue until I see everyone subscribe.
If you don't do it, I'll sneak into your house and tickle your feet when you're sleeping.
That's crazy.
And he's in the US.
Yep.
So he's still got time here.
Wait,
so he can get US and Australia.
Who's that voice?
And Dubai.
Who's that voice in the call? Is that a special guest we may have on today's episode?
Is it?
Is it?
It might be.
We have a special guest, Karissa. I don't know if you want to go by Karissa Sunrise or what alias you want us to call you by, but we call you Karissa. So what's going on, Karissa? How are things going? Welcome to the show.
Thanks, guys. Things are going pretty great. It's cool because, you know, I don't even have to log in on my computer because I can be here with Todd.
Yep.
The joys of being together, you know, what a lovely surprise, you know. And you know, then you have the usual jabronis, me and Flame, aka he goes by a new name, but we're not going to call him by his new name because I can't say it right, and you know I'm kind of scared to say it wrong again.
Hi.
As you can see, we are so prepared today, and you know that's my fault because I don't prepare for these. You know,
we're chilling.
Eps. We're vibing today. I mean, we're here to pretty much talk about New York Comic Con, and by we, I mean I'm gonna be passing over the reins to Todd and Karissa to chat New York Comic Con and such. I'm gonna chat a little bit of Overwatch as well, since Flame's been delving into that. I played FIFA. I'll just tell you guys, don't buy it, don't play it. It's fucking shit as per usual. I don't know why I jumped back into it, so that's my review of that game. And obviously,
it's like Call of Duty. It's like Call of Duty every year. It's like the same shit with a different skin.
And I'm still bad. Nothing changes. I'm still ass at the game, so my joy of the game generally is quite diminished. But we're here to go. You know what? Let's start. New York Comic Con. Todd flown over to NYCC. Karissa joined him. They're chilling,
hometown, baby.
The Flame was in the freaking. He was in the back end. He was vibing. But you guys want to break down some NYCC for us?
Yeah, so that was pretty fun. So I arrived in on a Wednesday, and the event started on a Thursday. And after like 28 hours of flying, on that day prior, it was pretty rough in terms of the time zones and the jet lag. Just catching up to me, it was pretty rough. And then obviously Karissa, she flew in from Cleveland to New York, and we were able to meet up for the first time, which was great.
Yeah, my 3-hour, not even 3-hour flight.
Yeah, not even 3-hour flight. Definitely very jealous of that.
That included an hour layover too.
Yeah.
Hold on.
But that was cool. And the first night was
how
pretty
rude
great.
of me. How rude of me to not even ask Karissa, who the hell are you? Didn't give her her moment in the spotlight, to
Who
be
the
honest
hell-
with you. Who
who
the hell
is
is
this person
who the
hanging
hell
out
is this
with
person?
right
Carissa,
now?
would you like to give us...
What the
Sorry to
hell?
cut you off there, Todd, but I was thinking for a
No,
second,
you
I was
good.
like, wait a minute, like, we haven't introduced Carissa yet properly. So, Carissa, do you want to give the people a breakdown of who you are, what you do, and all that kind of fun stuff?
I'm Karissa. I am the second greatest Toadski mod
Let's
that he
go.
has.
Let's go.
Second only to the one and only Captain Papi.
Let's go,
Sure.
W.
I've been dating this dude Todd. He's kind of weird,
Weird guy. Weird bloke.
but super awesome for like what, almost 2 years now?
Yep.
2.5 years?
Jesus
I don't even know
Christ.
how long.
Coming up on 2,
Wow.
For quite a
Jesus,
long time.
I didn't even realize it was...
I know, it's
it
going by
was-
so
it was
quick.
2 years. I
Yeah.
thought it was like 9 months or some shit. That's crazy.
Oh,
No.
well, actually, we talked about it just yesterday because our Lyft driver was asking about like, like, how did you guys meet? And we're thinking it's like, oh, it was actually like December of 2020,
That's insane.
which is not that far away from being 2 years, which is nuts.
Wild.
Yeah.
But
So,
but yeah, and Carissa's been chilling.
So what do you
I have
do?
been.
What do you do? What do you do? What do you do in life? What's your role? What do you work? What do you exist? What do you like? What do you don't like? How long you been playing Treasure Cruise? Since obviously that's what everyone's here to
How's
know
your life
about.
story?
I don't even know. I started playing Treasure Cruise.
In August.
It was 4th of July weekend. I remember
That's
because Alex and I
crazy.
started. It was 4th of July weekend
of
because
2020.
it was right when COVID had started. Like it was right because I remember that's why Alex and I were looking for a new game to play because everything was getting going into
Yeah,
lockdown
because you were playing
And
Pokemon Go.
and there was nothing to do. So we started playing Treasure Cruise, and that's how I found this nerd.
Yep.
And I've been pretty much playing ever since, though, it is what it is as the game goes. Still play it, just not as much as I used to.
Oh, we got someone joining our chat here.
No,
Look who it is.
Oh,
hi.
anyone
Yeah.
but this guy, please. Anyone but him.
Oh yeah.
Nite's here though. Hello, Nite. How you going?
Cringe man.
Cringe
Oh,
man.
What's up, Nite?
Not
But yeah,
much. Just
No, go ahead. You go ahead.
You go ahead, Nite.
okay. I was just saying that I just got off work, so I just
King.
came as quick as I could.
Hey,
Yeah.
pause. Anyway,
Yeah,
sorry,
he had to
continue.
finish
Intrusive.
work and finish eating up his peanut butter burger.
Yeah, we already
To
made
be
fun
fair.
of you for eating a peanut butter burger, so you're already in the bid.
You mean
Yeah.
praise to me?
Oh yeah. Yeah, this guy,
I
huh?
can't even imagine what a peanut butter burger would taste like.
Yeah, no, that's too much.
I got you. I'll pull up.
Oh shit, let's go. Might pull up to Cleveland with a burger, with
Yeah,
a burg,
come
with
on
a
over.
burgski, with a burgski. It's time.
Yeah, come on
Actually,
over.
last night I had a pretty good burger. It was a what was it? It was like a Hawaiian. It's like a Hawaiian burger with sriracha and pineapple.
Pineapple on a burger bangs.
It was
Yeah.
pineapple.
It actually
it was
goes
chicken
hard.
burger.
Chicken pineapple bangs. It actually
It was
rips.
7 spice aioli and pineapple coleslaw. It was sriracha. It was so good.
Bro, I love a chicken pineapple burger rips. If I'm being honest.
Yeah,
with
it
you.
actually was banging.
And he had a spiked milkshake.
Yeah, it was a
Excuse me?
bourbon like chocolate
Ooh.
milkshake.
When you say like spiked in Australia, it means someone's put some drugs.
Yeah, it means you got drugs in your.
Like-
Well, I didn't want to
Like
tell
if
you,
somebody
babe.
if
Alcohol
somebody
is a drug,
spiked
bro.
if somebody spiked your drink, it's like somebody's put like some drugs to
Yeah, that's a bad thing.
take you home. So Todd had a spiked milkshake.
Yeah,
Hey
that's in
yo,
America too.
there you
So it
go.
worked.
Hold on, maybe Todd
did.
did have a spiked milkshake. Hey yo, pause.
I mean, you did come home with me.
I did, yeah.
Oh shit, let's go,
Oh,
Dubsky.
yo.
No, I couldn't just leave you there.
Honestly, at this point, you should, if we're being realistic.
I know, right?
Wow, what did I do?
I know.
But getting back to Comic Con, on the first night we had a really nice dinner with Yannicka, Jennifer, who was another member of the team, and RogersBase. So that was cool. We
It
had
was at a Cuban place, right?
it's some Cuban place. We had the mojitos, which probably regretted a little bit, but
No, I don't know why. They were delicious.
yeah, Roger and Carissa were fine, but everyone else felt a little bit groggy in the morning. That's for sure.
Little hammered.
Yeah, but that was good. And then getting into it, man, like It was pretty full on. Like we really didn't have a lot of time to really, to ourselves to go check out stuff around New York. So
Yeah.
we're probably gonna have to take another trip to New York at some point to actually check out the city. But it was a lot of fun for sure.
It was. I mean, we got to check out some stuff. I mean, we checked out Times Square.
In the Nintendo store.
We caught a Broadway
Yep.
play.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
We had our New York pizza.
Hey, New York. Hey, I'm walking here.
I'm walking there.
Yeah.
That's what Flame says every time he goes to work. He goes and sits in
Okay.
he goes and sits in the bank. He's like, I'm banking here. He's
Yikes.
fucking manager type shit. Hey, get me a coffee. That's what he says to his
Wow.
peons.
How different is New York from Australia?
Oh, come on, man.
Well, yeah. So that's funny. A lot of people actually. Well, I was mentioning a lot to people with the fact that in terms of the city that I come from, being Melbourne, it actually reminds me a lot of Melbourne, in terms of
That's a good point.
the way that things are kind of laid out and just the look of the buildings and stuff. It was very similar, but one thing, there was a couple things that really stood out, is that it was a lot dirtier in New York.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Don't say hell yeah like it's a positive
Like
thing.
he's like taking pride in that.
Man's taking pride in the dirtiness of his fucking city. That's crazy.
No,
Was
because
it louder?
everyone always
That's
wants
what
to come
happened.
to New York, and then you realize how shitty it is when you come.
It's like Paris,
Exactly.
right? That's what everyone says about Paris. Everyone is always
Yeah.
like, Paris is like dog water, like location, but everyone's always in love with the idea of going there. But when you go there, it's fucking shit, supposedly. So it's like maybe the
Yeah.
same concept.
Well, like I was saying that to Karissa as well. Like New York is a cool place to visit, but I would never want to fucking live there. Absolutely not.
I can't imagine the traffic.
Oh yeah,
Like,
all the time.
Oh God.
If you
like
drive in
Cleveland
New York, it's an L.
doesn't have anything close to that kind of traffic.
No, we went to downtown Cleveland today, and it was like a whole different world.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah,
There's
more than
a-
2 lanes on a road.
True.
There's a
But
saying,
another
if you
thing
get-
as well that was the difference that I found was that the driving here, the drivers are so much crazier.
Oh my god.
Yep.
In New York, yeah.
Or it's specifically New York, yeah.
Yep, that's exactly what I was about to say. There's a saying: if you could drive in New York, you could drive anywhere.
Except for
Take-
maybe Florida. That's
Take
the
that shit
only
to- take that shit to
exception.
Mumbai, India, mate. Then you'll see true driving. I'll tell you what. All right. So, I'm gonna break down each of your days in New York Comic Con and go through the bits and bobs. I'm sure everyone here is obviously super excited to hear about the Treasure
Yes.
Cruise booth, but of course there was still plenty of other things that you guys delved into while you were there. So day one, how was it? What did you guys get up to?
Yeah, we had like an itinerary that was given to us from Yannicka in terms of like our scheduling. Like, okay, at this time on this day, we have to be here in order to do X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
But in terms of Roger and I, we had a pretty flexible schedule because we will be doing some videos for the weekend and stuff. So there will be some footage
Some
in
content.
some fashion that is going to be making our way to our YouTube channel. So
Nice,
definitely look out for
nice.
that. So we had to record some footage on some of the days, but basically, as long as we did that, we basically had free reign to do whatever we wanted to do.
Nice.
So Karissa and I basically were able to walk around the convention center, check out a lot of different things. We play the One Piece card game, which
Mhm.
was really
Nice,
cool.
Nice.
It was actually it was kind of cool the way they did it because like
Carissa thrashed you in multiple.
I did.
different
I
kinds
did
of
actually
card
win.
games.
thrashed is a bit of a strong word.
I mean, I won.
You won.
I did.
You won.
And
Yeah.
then
I
what else did you
legitimately
win in? What other card game did you win in, Carissa?
Oh, I beat him in Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh, that's a shame. That one.
Hey,
to be honest with
yeah.
you.
I beat him in Yu-Gi-Oh.
That's a
So
bit
that
of
one
an L.
was. He may have been able to beat me eventually, but I don't think
I
he
got bad
would.
draws.
I don't think he
Yu-Gi-Oh.
would have been able to pull it
No,
off.
yeah,
No.
blame
He did
you
let
on
me
me.
like take back a move
Oh, it is what
and
it
like
is.
replay on my same turn.
Respect.
But yeah, no,
Respectful
I
duelist.
totally beat him in that.
Yeah. But it was
Respect
fun.
that.
It was a lot of fun.
And the One Piece area was really cool. So like
Yeah.
a lot of the One Piece related stuff was like all together. There was like so the One Piece Treasure Cruise area was with One Piece Odyssey as well. The One Piece card
Ooh.
game was in that same area too,
Ooh.
and a lot of
manga
the
reading corner.
yeah, there was a manga reading corner, and a lot of the
Chris didn't go there.
figurines were in that area too. So a lot of the time, well, not a lot of the time, but whenever we needed to do anything, it would be at that Treasure Cruise area, and they had some iPads set up for people to play the game, and basically, it kind of sucked as well because on the first day, they didn't really have anything to give out to people that were playing. Well, they planned to have some prizes in, but they actually didn't arrive on time. So the whole first day, like people that played Treasure Cruise basically got nothing. They were able to enter a lottery that was
For some shirts.
yeah, they were giving out some One Piece film red t-shirts, which
Nice,
was kind of
nice.
cool. But then after the first day, they had the little keychains with Nami and Uta
Jealous
with
of
the
those.
sprites.
Those are sick.
Those were really cool. So
Yeah.
they were giving those out. So if you played, you got the Nami keychain, and then when they did the raffle, if you won, I believe you could choose to either get the Uta keychain or a t-shirt.
Nice.
That was
sounds
pretty
sick.
neat.
Yeah. You got to play you got to actually like test out Odyssey.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
how is One Piece Odyssey? Get into that a little
Well, yeah,
bit.
you played it more than me.
It was
Chris,
it
tell
was
us how One Piece Odyssey
different.
was.
So it's different. It's not like
Not a traditional One Piece game.
yeah, it's not like Pirate Warriors.
No.
Thank
It's
God.
it's different. It's turn-based. And it does have like typing advantages and disadvantages.
Hey yo.
And there's a lot of like stuff to remember skill-wise, button-wise, and like how to play it to the best to win. It's very similar to what I would like. It's so hard because
Like
it's like Pokemon.
I was gonna say, have you ever played any of the Super Mario RPG games or any of the Mario
No,
RPG games?
I did.
I was gonna say, like, is it? I want to know if it was similar to that, but if you haven't played it, then because it looks like it's very similar to
It's
the
like
Super Mario
Persona.
RPG.
Yeah, it's a JRPG, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah,
Does
it
it seem
basically is.
grind heavy? Like, do you think you can get a lot of hours out of it?
It's hard to say.
Yeah, I guess so.
But like there's an overworld aspect where like you walk around a map and you pick up items and
sure.
and stuff like that. And then there's the combat, which is the turn-based system.
Yeah.
So
Was
it's
it
hard to
fun?
say
At
right
least
now how it's gonna
I'll
go.
ask. Was the demo enjoyable? Obviously it is like it's like a snippet of content, but like did you find it to be enjoyable while you were playing it at the time? Like could you
It
see
was
yourself
a
playing it for a
lot
long
to
time?
take in and learn in
Mm.
such a short amount of time,
Yeah.
just as like the tutorial.
Yeah.
But once you get the buttons down and you
Mhm.
kind of have a feel for what you're trying to do,
Mhm.
I can definitely see it being enjoyable. I'm
Yeah.
excited for it. It looks really, really good.
So
Yep.
like the story of the game is that when they reach this island, all of the Straw Hats lose their powers.
Ah.
And basically, as they level up, they get their powers back, or as they find items in the game, they get their powers back. So I would assume that it's like like Luffy will get Gear 4 towards the end of the game, and then you use that to beat the boss or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna be like that.
But yeah, that's like the whole gist of it is like they lose all the powers on this island and then they have to get them back at the end. Is like they get all put into like a crystal.
Mm.
And
Yeah, to
then-
these cubes things.
Yeah, and then they have to collect their own cubes back.
It's weird.
Interesting. We out here
But it
collecting
looks
cubes.
good. It looks like the graphics are good.
Yeah, no, it was
The
playing on-
gameplay was smooth.
It was on PS4 as well, and it looked really good. So I'm
Oh, that's
excited
good
to see what
then.
it would
That's
look like on
positive.
PlayStation 5 and PC.
That's super positive then. So I'm looking forward to. I like part of me has been looking forward to because I've been excited to just have another game to just kind of sit and grind.
Yeah, for sure.
And play through it, and like I think it'd be a good stream game as well. It feels like it'd be an enjoyable thing. To,
Roger
like,
said the
stream.
same thing because it's not so you don't have to put all your attention to it all the time.
Exactly, you can just
So
it's like
you
chill,
can take your
laid
turns
back.
and you can interact and stuff. Yeah.
Exactly right. So I think that's why I'm looking forward to it a lot. So hearing some pretty positive things from you guys seems super interesting in that front there. So I'm definitely happy about that.
But yeah, it was cool just like meeting people at at the event because like meeting Roger for the first time, he's a really cool guy.
Man, that guy, I thought I had energy and I was super upbeat and positive. Man, he puts me to shame.
He has like unlimited energy, that guy. He is crazy. He must get the best night's sleep ever. I don't know what the hell. I don't know what's in his water, but because even before the event, like he'd been doing so much traveling.
Yeah.
Before this event, he literally just came back from Cape Town to have a look at the One Piece live action stuff.
Oh no, he went to
Jesus.
London after that.
Oh, and he went to London for the Pokemon World
he's
Championship.
big time, man. He's big time. He's fucking.
And
big
then
time.
he went to New York, and then he is now in Hawaii for a friend's wedding.
Yeah, that guy.
I don't know how he has that energy.
I don't understand it either.
He's big.
But
that guy's big
it was cool. And unfortunately, we had the Film Red premiere, and Karissa was
that?
I
unable
did
to
not
attend.
get to go to the Film Red premiere.
Unfortunately, Todd was suited
that-
up. Love that from him.
Yeah.
I know, didn't he look so cute?
Oh my
Todd,
god.
Todd was suited up, and no hat ski. We had the
Yeah.
one of the first
Honestly,
official no hat skis ever.
Looking back at it, I definitely did not need to dress up as much as I did.
But
no,
you
but you
great.
look good though. So I feel like that's dress
Yes.
code.
But it felt
Good professional.
It
If
felt
you
weird
feel-
though, because
yeah.
like not everyone around me was not
Doesn't
as dressed
matter
up.
though.
I
If
felt
you
like
feel
out of
good,
place.
that's all that matters. If you feel good, fuck them. Get that
Yeah,
suit
but
on.
I felt out of place.
Doesn't
But
matter.
you looked
Fuck 'em.
great.
Let them know.
I did have the
No.
Trojan Cruise
Welcome to
tie.
the club.
Yeah, welcome to the club. I feel like boys, hey yo, Nite, you okay, buddy?
I sent him out with his mom to go pick out a sports coat before he left because he didn't have a sports jacket, like a sports coat. So him and his mom had to go shopping
Oh
to
yeah.
get a couple shirts and get a sports coat so that way he had
I
something
was
to
like,
look
I don't
nice
know,
in.
I don't know what looks good. So I'm like, okay, mom, you gotta come with me to tell me what looks good. And then the lady at the store was like, she knew what she was talking about.
Yeah.
And I brought the Treasure Cruise tie to the store, and she's like, oh my god, this will fit with this, and this will go with this, and she
Yeah,
sorted
nice
out her
little
whole.
gray, white, blue combo always looks nice, man.
Yeah.
A little bit of combination.
And then Film Red was really cool. And after the premiere, they had
Ooh.
the director and two of the producers of the film come out
Right,
from
okay.
Japan. They were there, and they did a Q&A after the film.
Interesting.
Oh.
So that
How
was
was
really
that?
cool. That was interesting. There was some very interesting responses in that. Like the crowd weren't able to ask questions. They were like pre-made questions.
Yeah, right,
But-
right.
But it was good, and a bunch of people were at the premiere as well. Matt Owens, I think his name is. He's the showrunner of the One Piece live action series. He was
Cool,
there.
cool.
Was able to chat with him for a little bit. He's a really cool guy.
Yep.
The live action actress Fanami was there.
Mm-hmm.
Emily Rudd, her name
Emily
is.
Rudd,
She's
yep.
also really, really cool. And then a bunch of other One Piece like YouTubers.
One Piece.
So I don't know if you guys know them, but like JD Legend,
Yep.
Parvision, he was there.
Mm-hmm.
Randy Troy. There's a bunch of them.
Hey,
Arthur was there.
Yeah, the goat.
Yeah, so yeah, the people at the premiere were actually able to see what Arthur looks like for the first time. So there you go.
I got to see what he looked like
Yeah,
as
because
well.
he was at Comic-Con too for one of the days. So
No, because I'm at Times Square.
Did you pull
No,
him
he was
into
at
the
Comic-Con
Treasure
too.
Cruise
Oh, I
booth?
missed him at Times
Yeah.
Square.
yeah, he hung out with Roger for a bit.
Nice.
Yeah, so we got to meet all those people, and then after the movie, we went out to a bar for a bit and hung out.
How you gonna forget that Stump and I also pulled up to the premiere?
Oh,
that's right.
true.
That's so crazy from you guys.
Dude, that was hilarious.
So rude, so rude. But yeah, Stump and
That
I were
was
also
so
at the
good.
premiere. You know, that was kind of vibey, but no, it was that's sick.
That was so good.
That's sick. So, all right, obviously people are here for the Treasure Cruise aspect of the
Yes.
of New York Comic Con side of things. Like, you know, you had your fun, whatever it is. Now get into the the TC side of things. How did the booth go? What was it like? What did you guys get up to? Like, how was like the people that were there? Like, what were the positive aspects of it? Like, you know, naturally.
It was pretty cool. The main aspect for us was mainly just hanging out with people. We got to say hello to quite a few fans, which was cool.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, actually, one thing that was funny is when I went to the Film Red premiere, and I took a photo of like a little goodie bag that we got, where I got a T-shirt and we got like the promo pack with the One Piece cards in it.
Yep.
And then later on, like maybe 10, 20 minutes after I posted that, some Giga Chad like 6'5" built dude came up to me and he's like, "Oh my god, are you Toadski? Can I get a photo, bro? I saw your photo
Mad.
from Twitter. I saw you were over in this direction."
Mad.
So yeah, that was cool. I mean, what was his name?
Is that Nader?
Nater, yeah.
No, Nite.
Shout out to
Nite. Shout out to Nite.
Oh, it was Nite? Oh, that
It was
was actually
Nite.
Nite. There you go.
There you
Yeah,
go.
of course.
6'7"
Giga
Nite.
Chad.
6'7" Nite.
Shout out
It
to
was
that
actually
guy.
it was actually flame, like it was Nite on flame shoulders.
With a trench
Alright.
coat.
With a trench coat on.
One ticket for me, please.
That's sick.
But no, like honestly, we weren't really involved too much in terms of like running the booth.
Right.
We were just kind of there
There.
to share the experience. Yeah, but like we
Yeah.
didn't like run
We
the booth.
we helped do polls on the accounts to make those accounts great.
We helped do polls. Oh yeah.
It wasn't our gems, so we could
True.
literally do as many polls as we wanted.
Oh yeah, and that's the thing is those accounts are terrible. Like they're literally fresh accounts just with a shitload of rainbow gems on them. So they have nothing on them, but yeah, people basically were given the task of like completing one of those Sugo trial islands with a team. Like I think there was like Sengoku up at the time.
Bro, that's
All
tough.
the Film Red ones were still up.
That Sengoku one's fucking hard, man. If you don't know what you're doing in that Sengoku one, you're fucked. I died like 4 times doing that one. It's like, what the hell?
Remember when you used to not die during trial islands?
Oh, it was easy. Now it's like you got to try a little bit, you know.
Now you actually have to read what they do.
That one's actually
Exactly.
you know what would have been cool if they had like obviously it would require more dev time, but if they had built like a little like unique or bespoke island for the event. And like it was like a way to introduce people of like how to play and blah blah blah, kind of like a tutorial style like quest would have been really sick.
Garp
Garp
6
6 is the tutorial. You have to run it with the old team. You have to run it with like Shirahoshi on it too and shit like that. Like you gotta really try.
They have like a little walkthrough, like step-by-step infographic.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Like a little they had like a cheat sheet kind of thing like next to each of the iPads, so it like tells you how to play.
That's cool.
Yeah, but it was fun because like, you would see people pull stuff and then you'd be like someone got the film red Luffy, and I just happened to look over and we were all like cheering like, wow, way to go. And they looked at us like,
what happened?
Is that good?
Yeah, Yannicka, Karissa, and I were like, we looked over and saw them pull it. It was like extended animation. We're getting really excited for them, and they're just like, "What the hell's going on?"
It's like I'm confused.
So we had to like explain like the whole Super Sugo versus normal Sugo, and like that it was good.
The history of One Piece.
Yeah, and then we made Todd do what Garp challenge was it that you did? Was it Doki?
Oh yeah, like we'll try and do a Garp challenge on these terrible accounts to see if I can beat it.
Because they have no limit break materials.
Yep.
So you have no sailor abilities. You've got none of the extra stats.
The ships are leveled up.
None of the extra like special cooldown. Like you're literally going in with super base units. Yeah, that's exactly it.
So yeah, footage of that will be in a video somewhere probably.
Elite,
yeah.
Take
a few tries.
Also, we had some of the Japanese members of the team make an appearance.
Ooh, spicy! I saw those little sneaky picture. Who was that? Who was that fella next to you on one of the photos there, Todd?
Old mate Yoshizawa.
Yoshizawa. He pulled up. It's pretty interesting.
Yes, he did. That was awesome. Yeah, being able to meet him for the first time. He's really cool. He's a really chill guy. He's actually a very funny guy too. He likes to joke around.
He's the funny guy.
Yeah,
hate
and
that.
He definitely likes to drink too.
Hey yo, bro, I reckon he's
like me for real.
Yoshi, Doshi, and Toshi.
Yeah, Yoshi, Doshi, Toshi hanging out. Actually, Nite. As a matter of fact, that was Nite.
Nite was actually there. Yeah,
Nite was actually there as part of the producer dev team.
Yeah, we body swapped.
Yo, hold on. That must have been cool to be able to talk to the producer there. That's always a fucking sick thing
it
to
was.
do.
It was really good. We were able to have a bit of dinner with him too, so that was cool too.
Bit of din-dins, bit of hey Yoshi, can you up my rates a little bit? Kind of money on the table type beat.
I wish.
Pull the switch and
I asked him, and he literally told me to just get good.
That's crazy. That's so disrespectful. Imagine him pulling up. This guy's making This guy's a guy that makes like $10 million a month. He just said, just pull more forehead. That's
right.
Just pull. Got to respect the marketing strats. That's awesome though. The fact that the JP team pulled up to New York as well is crazy.
Another individual that was there who I didn't even know was still working there is Aoi-san from when Nick used to be the community manager. So she's been there for quite a while and she's still part of the team. But I think she works on Dragon Ball Legends now. Because they had actually some members there from the Dragon Ball Legends team as well.
That's cool.
Like,
is she getting hurt?
On vacation?
Is she getting what? Sorry.
I asked if she get hurt because she said she's Aoi-san. Like she got a boo-boo or something.
Nice.
I hate
this
you know,
guy.
I wish Nite was still at work. To be honest with you.
Alright, I'll go back to work.
Hate this guy.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Alright. Todd's talked enough. Karissa, what did you think of the Treasure Cruise booth? What were your thoughts? How did you feel about it? Did you feel it was a good representation of the game? Did you enjoy it? Did you think there could have been something different there? Like, how did you feel about it?
I wish that they had more for them
Me!
to do as far
They
as
wish they had me there. Yeah.
just like more to show like the team building aspect of it.
Yeah. Right.
Because I think that's like
It was very bare bones.
that's a very big part of like why I liked playing Treasure Cruise and I still like enjoy it is building the teams to beat the content. And there wasn't any of that to be showcased. And I think that would be something that a lot of people would find interesting and intriguing is the mental aspect because it takes a lot of brain power to come up with ways to to defeat the bosses and stuff. So I think that would have been a lot of fun. But overall, I think they did a very good job. It was very well organized.
Nice.
Shout out to Yannicka and Jennifer.
Yeah.
The whole time they would have been exhausted.
Yeah, because we got to leave, mid-afternoon on most days.
Because we had a pretty free schedule, but they had to literally be there like 9 o'clock in the morning. They had to be there. The doors don't open until 10 a.m. at Comic-Con, but they had to be there an hour early, and then they don't leave until like 4 or 5 o'clock at night.
No, because it didn't end until 5 or 7. I think it was 5.
Yeah, and
or 7.
they're there all day. They get like an hour break to eat lunch and then then they're back.
Yeah.
So they would have been exhausted.
Major.
Yeah, but I think they did fairly well getting people in to play the game. I just wish that they would have done a little bit more to having them play the game and not just do the trial islands because you're given everything at the trial islands and it's not like you don't really get to build your own team to beat the content, which is why I'm glad that you did that GARP challenge to show.
Yeah, we had a bit of a crowd there as I was trying to beat it. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, and it was fun. It was nice. I like that the way that they had it set up. You had like Treasure Cruise in the middle, and then on the other side of like the
wall, I guess.
Yeah, like the wall where the iPads were was One Piece Odyssey.
Nice.
And then kind of adjacently behind it was where they had the TCG demo.
Yeah.
TCG demo, yeah. So it was like all together, so you kind of had to see all three.
Yeah.
You couldn't just see one. So, and then they had like the figurines all along the perimeter. So if you were walking to see the figures, you had to see it anyways. So they did a really good job setting up the booth to bring people in to seeing the game. I wish they had done a little bit more on the gameplay side, but
yeah, I like because they even had the Japanese individuals come out from Japan. It would have been nice if they like went out of their way to literally make a demo island for the event.
I think the demo island would have been amazing. Play. They could have like printed
I think that would have been a lot of fun.
They could have done like the way that you said like they did an infographic of like a step-by-step guide. They could have maybe because I mean jumping to Treasure Cruise itself just briefly. Did you see how like I don't know if you guys saw on the JP Twitter the way that they uploaded the information for the Kazuna? They took screenshots from the in-game information and used it instead of like
that's a better way to do it.
You know, so like they could have hypothetically built a specific New York Comic-Con island and then had like screenshots of like, oh, you need to remove attack down and blah blah blah, and then they could have had a guide be like, here's how you search for units that remove attack down and XYZ. You know,
exactly.
So, like,
something that was more of a walkthrough.
Yeah, I think a full-fledged walkthrough would have, because like I agree with you. Like I think that like the game shines in team building, although it hasn't had a lot of moments to shine in recent times. The game still does shine in the team building aspect of things. So it's a bit of a shame that it is very hard because it does like making a bespoke island is time away from the actual like game itself. And it's not like they're making money by doing it. I guess they're getting more eyes in the game, so there might be a trade-off, I guess, in that sense. But I mean, it's a bit of give and take.
But yeah, I wish there had just been a little bit more like focus on what the game actually entailed versus just this Sugo Island. But all in all,
It
all
doesn't
things
matter. It
considered,
doesn't matter about the game. Just give me the Nami keychain. Bro.
right for real. But it was right at the entrance.
Yeah.
It had the giant sunny blow up. So I mean, it was definitely there to get people's attention.
Yeah.
And they set it up
The
perfectly.
booth looked good. Yeah.
It looked really nice.
Right.
I liked it. I think
Mhm.
it did well.
Perfect.
There was a lot more people there than I thought. Like there was at one point there was a line. Granted, it was probably for the keychain.
Yep.
But there was a line for people to get in and play Treasure Cruise.
But I feel
So
like most, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but surely most of these, like, booths and stuff like that for games and things, like, people are there for the free swag, right? They're not, at least
Mostly.
majority
Yeah,
of the
mostly.
time, people aren't really there to, like, oh, I want to really play Treasure Cruise. Like, no, you're there to get the keychain and dip. And that's just, I feel like, pretty stock standard for the most part with a lot of things.
Oh my
so.
god, the line to get the film red swag bag
Oh
was
my
so
God.
crazy. Luckily, like as soon as we walked in on the first day, we basically got everything that we wanted given to us, which was cool.
That's
Mhm.
it.
But if you had to line up to get this shit, like legit, the line was on the other side of the convention hall to get
my
this
lord.
One Piece film red swag bag. It was so dumb.
It was so insane. And like even on Thursday, just to play the TCG,
Oh yeah,
that line was
and
so
that's the
ridiculous.
thing is
We
they
couldn't
only
even play
let
it.
they only let how many
It
like
was 16. I
uh,
think it was like 4.
yeah.
Yeah,
16
16.
people could only play at a time, and each group was like 20-30 minutes per group. So it would take you hours to get to actually play the TCG.
Yeah.
But luckily, one of the days where we wanted to play,
We got there
straight
really
away.
early, and so we were the second group that got in.
Yep.
That's
So
helpful. There you go.
And then they had the Toei animation booth as well with a
Oh, yeah.
huge like inflatable Luffy.
Oh.
Like it was literally from like floor
Floor
to
to
ceiling.
ceiling.
It was huge. So that was pretty cool.
Yep.
What else do they have? Spy Family.
Spy Family.
A
there's-
huge Gundam booth too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The Gundam booth was sick.
Ichiban Kuji booth, my favorite.
Oh yeah, your favorite.
Spent a lot of time there counting.
Spend a lot of money there too? Question mark.
Yeah.
I didn't. Well,
Well,
I
a
did.
little bit.
I did spend a little bit,
Got him.
but it wasn't that bad.
But you got your figure in the end.
I did end up getting my Korra and Baby Law figure,
Nice.
and that's all that mattered. Even though we kind of cheated the system a little bit,
But it doesn't matter.
it doesn't
well.
matter.
Got
And the Yu-Gi-Oh booth was really cool too. Like,
Yeah, the marketing team was there.
Yeah, we got filmed by the marketing team when we were
Oh yeah,
dueling.
tell us about that.
Yeah, we we're just randomly dueling, and like, cause we were on like the very edge table that was like facing most of the crowd, so we had like a decent amount of people just like watching us, and then like these random people just came up to us with a huge ass like filming camera, and like, oh, we're from the Konami marketing team. Can we just film you like playing the duel and stuff? And we're like, yeah, okay. And they're like, oh, we need you to like overreact, have a big reaction to something so we can have it in the video. And like it was during my turn too, so. Like I get to play down a card and I like lower her monster's attack and I add it to my monster's attack and I like win that battle.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
And then the guys next to us have to like overreact super hard as well.
That's exactly what I almost felt bad. Yeah.
That's
So
cool.
hopefully that shows up in a marketing video over the next.
Fingers
couple
crossed,
of
right?
weeks.
Everyone, keep your eyes out in the.
Yeah,
on-
if
on
we see
Twitter and
it,
stuff.
I'm sure someone will post it around. somewhere.
Someone
If you
will
look
post
real
it.
close, you'll see that there was no way Todd was winning in all of those.
I know.
Very obviously
I definitely was
fake,
losing.
because I won.
Yeah,
That's good.
But
That's good.
that was cool.
Yeah, it was a lot
And
of
The
fun.
cosplays were pretty cool.
Yes, there were so many good cosplays. So many, like
The one that stood out was the Lady Dimitrescu from Resident
Yo.
Evil Village. Literally had stilts on.
That's
it was
crazy.
so
That's
cool.
so much effort.
Yeah.
That's too
you
much
see, you
effort.
say that, and like the one that stands out to me was that it was a dad who was cosplayed as Garp, and then the two little sons were Roger and Whitebeard.
Yeah, that was cool.
It was
Yeah.
it was
That's cute.
so cute, like full cosplay Garp, full cosplay Whitebeard, full cosplay Roger, and the kids were probably like 8.
Yeah, they were like 10 or less for sure.
They were really young.
One
So
of them looked like he did not want to be there.
Roger-
Dad,
Fun.
fuck
Yeah.
you, man.
What was
Yeah.
what was the most common cosplay you saw?
Got to be Spy Family, surely.
No, see, there was not a lot of Spy Family
Oh.
the first day.
Or whoever that, who's the guy from Demon Slayer, Tenjiro or whatever his name is.
Oh,
Tanjiro.
Oh yeah,
Surely-
yeah,
surely him.
Tengen. There was a lot of
Oh,
Tengen.
Oh yeah,
Tengen.
Tengen. Yeah, lots of Tengen actually.
Lots of non-flashy Tengen, so I was a little disappointed.
Cringe. Weak.
There were lots of
Weak-minded.
Wano Straw Hats,
Lots.
like
Oh, that's good
Robins
then.
and Zoros and Luffy's.
Lots of I would say lots of Luffy's
Lots
and
of
Zoros,
Zoros.
a
Yep.
handful of Aces.
Yep.
There was a really, really nice boa that I wish I could have found to show you.
Yeah, I didn't get to
because
see it, but Karissa was talking her up, saying that she looked pretty
She
fine.
was
Hey,
she
yo.
was a full 12 out of 10.
Hey, yo, I need digits.
I think
Hey.
I know which one you're talking about.
That's crazy, Nite. How do you know this shit, man?
Because I saw the TikTok on it.
All right, give me the number.
Oh, okay.
I need.
I got you, bro.
Thanks.
One
I'll
second.
post another photo to Twitter. No stress. All
Yeah,
right.
swing that too.
Yeah, she was awesome. And then I got a photo with one of the ladies playing Robin, and she was like the cutest person ever. And not just because I'm partial to Robin, but she was so nice and like so happy.
Mhm.
She was like, can we take a photo? Let's make a heart with our hands. And I was like,
She's just
okay.
enjoying her time.
Yeah, she was so cute.
Before the
few laws.
depression sets in.
Yeah. There were some laws.
Mhm.
I can't really there was a lot of Dragon Ball cosplays
Cringe.
throughout.
Nite really posted the TikTok. That's crazy. Man had it on thing too.
Is this the same
Yeah,
lady?
can somebody get a cross reference of this one, please?
Oh, God, I'm afraid to see. Oh,
It's not working for us.
yeah,
Cringe.
it's not working.
No, we'll suss that out later. But
All right.
I guess then, overall, what would you give? Like, I guess my question is, would you see yourselves going back to New York Comic Con if Treasure Cruise isn't there next year? Let's say.
Not if I'm paying.
Full disclosure, Todd was flown out. We should probably.
Yeah,
I mean,
hashtag
people
sponsored,
should
yeah.
know, but like, not that it fucking matters on the GGP brand of things, but
No.
if people weren't aware, Todd was flown out. So there you go. Would-
Yeah.
that's her.
Yeah.
Is that
All
right?
right.
Yeah.
Let's,
shit, there you
let's
go.
fucking go. Nite is the
Let's
goat.
go.
Nite is
I'm the goat.
Nite had it on deck.
Nite actually
He
had
was
it on the
ready.
fucking deck. That's crazy. All right, I got the. I don't. I'm gonna slide the
So on
DMs.
point.
I'll let you guys know how it goes.
Oh no.
That's cringe. That's cringe though. That guy's cringe. Anyway,
Yeah.
I guess.
It was awesome.
Do you think Treasure Cruise will make? Because I think we had a bit of a discussion during like the Treasure Map stream. But do you think Treasure Cruise will make an appearance next year, or do you think it only made an appearance? Because I think Todd, you made the point of, because of all the
Because of
film
Film
Red
Red.
celebration. Yeah. So do you think that Treasure Cruise will make an appearance again? Or what's your thoughts and opinions on that? I mean, I guess for the whole crew as well. Do you guys think Treasure Cruise will make an appearance again next year?
I think that it will, but it won't be at Comic Con. I feel like it'll be maybe at a different event.
Bring it
maybe
to
like
Australia.
spread the love around to a different country.
All the
or a
content
different
creators are from
event.
Australia. Bring it here. Like it's like a time. You know?
Yeah.
No, because I can't fly out to Australia.
Yeah, you can. Pull up.
I don't
Okay,
think I
pull
can't.
up. Yeah, all the gang
Like,
pull up, bro. That's
I
time.
think Anime Expo would make sense.
All right.
Isn't there
Been there.
a big convention in Europe for anime? Like maybe in Germany
There's
or
a huge
something?
one in France, I think. There's a huge one in France or something like that. as
Yeah,
well,
like
so-
I feel like it would be like maybe a big European.
No, they can't take it to
country or-
Germany because the team would actually be literally abused, like profusely
Why?
by the German players. They would get fucking put on blastinators. All these German players would pull up. It's game over, lad. It's fucking over. No, bring it to
No,
Australia.
you got to put it in a place where there's actually not a lot of Treasure Cruise players. Otherwise, you'll get a bunch of people holding up billboards and signs with hashtag OPTC Reborn.
Hashtag OPTC Reborn. I stand. Bring back GARP challenges. It's gonna fix the game, guys. Bring them back.
No.
Bring them back. It's gonna bring back Fortnite. It's gonna fix the game.
Bring back Fortnite. Yeah, no thanks.
Fucking idiots.
I haven't even done the GARP challenges since they stopped resetting them.
That's crazy, but also that's a lot of gems there.
That's crazy, but also same.
And I've done them.
I
I'm
think
a
I did
good
like
boy.
half of them.
I'm a good boy. I've done my GARP challenge. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Well, I think that's it then. You know, for that front, I guess.
And the
some
new
good
the Times Square One Piece takeover.
Oh,
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
yes,
Oh,
yes.
that
I'm
was
like, how
awesome.
could we forget about that in itself?
Yeah,
How do you guys feel
was-
about that?
Was awesome.
That was
It was cool, but it wasn't like the footage that they actually used to put on the billboard and stuff. Like it was pretty short.
It was, but I think that they only did it for what, an hour?
Yeah, it was from 7 to 8 p.m.
Yeah, so it was only an hour long. So because there's so many people out there, Times Square is
Oh, it was busy.
it was ridiculous. I don't know why anyone tries to drive through Times Square, honestly. Like that should just be completely blocked off to foot traffic only.
But it was cool. There was like some One Piece cosplayers there.
That's where we met Colleen.
Yeah, we met Colleen, which is Luffy's voice actor in the dub.
Nice.
Yeah, photo
That's
with her.
cool.
Usopp's voice actor was there,
Mhm.
and Brooks' voice actor was there, so we met
That's
them.
crazy.
Yep. We talked about some dissection with Colleen.
Oh right, yeah. Because there's figurines.
The dissected figurines. Yeah.
Yeah, so
The what
fun.
now?
There's One Piece figures that are like half of them are dissected.
it's like a cross section.
Yeah, so like you
Whoa.
see like the bones, the muscle, the skin, like the tendons
It's weird.
on half of it, and then the other half is like totally normal.
What?
Yeah,
And Colleen, Luffy's voice actor, absolutely loves them.
yeah, because that's how I saw it. Like
Okay.
the first time I saw one was she had tweeted a photo of one, and I was like, "Oh, that's so cool! It's hot. I need one." And so when we saw her, I had told her about it, and she was like, "I love those."
Man,
She loves the
Mad.
dissect. She loves the dissected ones.
I don't know, it's some science type shit. It's kind of freaky. Hold on.
Yeah.
I don't know
But
about that one for me.
All in all, I think New York Comic Con was fun. It went for 4 days. We were there for 3.
Yeah, we were not there on the Sunday.
I feel like we may have been able to pull a fourth day out if we went to panels and stuff, because we didn't go to any panels or anything.
Correct.
Right.
So we were literally just walking the show floor for 3 days.
Yeah, and it took us 3 days to do it, honestly.
Yeah, it did. But it was a lot of fun. But we took a lot of breaks. We didn't stay there the whole time every
No,
day.
like most of the time at like maybe after 3 o'clock, we were like leaving the convention because we'd be done.
Yeah, we were dead,
And then
tired, or
we'd
we had
get
like
lunch and chill out until later that night where something was happening.
yeah,
Right,
because
right.
we had our first date night in New
Ooh.
York.
It was on
New York.
Friday.
Yep.
We went and saw Phantom of the Opera
Oh,
on
yeah, how was
Broadway.
that? How was
That was
Phantom of the
wicked.
Opera?
No, it wasn't Wicked, babe. It was Phantom of the Opera.
Oh, right,
That's
Wicked's
great.
the other show.
Oh
Yeah, that's right.
my, yeah, get her out of here. It's a night, that's a night level joke if I've ever heard one, to be honest.
Come on, I'm not that bad.
When Nite says, come on, you know it's bad.
It was so good.
Yeah,
It was so
great.
nice.
That's it.
Yeah, we loved it. And
We
had a
had-
few drinks, and then we went and had some dinner after it.
Some New York
Ding-dings.
pizza.
Pizza and pasta.
Love that.
Yeah.
It was good.
Where was it that we went?
Literally across the road. It was
Was it
John-
John's of Times Square?
right
Of
across the
course
road
it's
from
John's.
the Majestic Theater in New
Just
York
sounds
City.
right.
That's my uncle.
That's your uncle?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually,
Pretty good.
I was actually working the counter. That's where he actually was right just before he
Exactly.
joined the episode.
Man, Knight's got his hand in every basket.
Hey,
Yeah, he
yo.
does.
Hey, yo.
Egg spread. Never put your eggs. Knight took the saying, never put all your eggs in one basket, literally. He's everywhere. Awesome.
It was fun.
It's a great,
It was a lot
great
of
little
fun.
wrap up there. That's gonna be a pain in the ass to put timestamps on, but you know, it's it's a that's a great experience. I from an outside perspective, it looked sick. Like it just looked like fun.
Yeah.
I think the one critique, because you know I'm that guy, that I would have is that I wish they informed the Treasure Cruise like fan base earlier of what was happening. I wish that, like, maybe, like, I think, again, we talked about this prior for people that were in the streams, but it would have been nice if they had announced that Treasure Cruise was going to be at New York Comic Con, and then
A
maybe,
couple
like,
months ago.
yeah, and then maybe like a month or so out, they would have announced, like, Todd and RogersBase being there as well as, like, an additional benefit. But I feel
Yeah,
like a
'cause,
lot
like,
more people would have pulled
Yeah,
up.
that was terrible. When they
Yeah, I
actually
would've
announced it, the tickets were already sold out.
Yeah. Every day but Thursday was sold out.
And like because of NDAs, we literally couldn't say anything that I was going or that it was happening. So it was rough. Yeah.
So I wish that they had informed people a little earlier because I think like way more people would have pulled up to New York Comic Con to be there for the Treasure Cruise stuff if they had informed people. So I feel like hopefully in future, if this does happen again at a different convention, regardless of who's being sent where, they should just say, "Hey, we're gonna be here."
They're gonna be there.
So like, you know,
I
it's,
agree.
it's important. It's important to do that. So because like, it's nice to have fresh eyes on the game, but at the same time, you also still want people that have played the game to be there too. Purely because like I think you guys are mentioning it. Like, obviously there are people that have no idea what the fuck's going on. But if you had people that were also there that have played the game, you could have had this nice dynamic of people helping people. Like in the booth itself, it would have been really cool to have that kind of experience. But I mean, you know, you can only do so much.
At least Yannicka was there because Yannicka was basically teaching everyone how to play.
Yeah, there was a couple of them at the booth that were helping to work with the keychains, and they were explaining like how to use the specials and the tap timing, because what got people a lot was tap timing.
Yeah, totally.
No one, they just like pressed it all at the same time and was just like, oh.
Yeah, some people got it straight away. Some people had no idea what was
Most
going
did
on.
not understand the tap timing.
Yeah. Get good.
You know,
Right?
Get good, scrubs.
They should have had them line up to play Treasure Map.
They should have. Nah, man, go play fucking Grand Voyage, lad. That's what they should have done.
Oh, no.
Send him to Grand Voyage. Grand Voyage Baratia or some shit, you know. Send him in to the realm. Oh, that's funny. All right, well, that's the New York Comic Con experience. You know, you guys
So
can
expect
go
some
now.
videos and stuff relating to it coming up over the next couple of weeks.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be fun.
Yep.
All right, well, you know, I'll chuck it out to the lads as per usual. Flame Knight, what have you guys been up to? How's life been going? You know, we usually start off episodes like this, but we had more pressing manners. So, you know, how's life? What have you guys been up to? What's been crack-a-lacking? What's been doing? What's been happening?
Nothing much. Me and Todd were actually supposed to, well, me, Todd, and Karissa were supposed to meet up, but it would have cost me $200 with an Uber, and I didn't want to pay
Jesus
that.
Christ.
I know. As soon as Todd said that, I was like, no. For as much as I would love to go out to lunch with Flame, if it were me, no. The answer is $200.
$200.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Maybe $200 total for like round trip plus lunch, maybe. But to just get there for $200,
No.
That's not
Screw
okay.
that.
That's not
Yeah,
okay.
I was like, yeah, no. We
And
can
it's not
just
like-
Skype call
And
him.
it's not like you're going to drive in either. Screw that.
Yes. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
no.
I'd never drive in New York.
Just
And
fly in
the,
the PJ. Just fly in the GGP private jet. You know, that's what we're spending the money on, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I mean, I could have taken the train, but the subway over here is like really bad, especially like later. in the
Yeah,
night.
we were
So-
watching the news on that, and I think like getting there, but at night I would have been worried because it sounds like
that's a problem.
it sounds like there's some stuff going on at night in the subways.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, so
I don't know. You have Todd next to you. He would protect you. I would trust Todd next to me.
Yeah. Okay.
I would trust Todd next to me.
So yeah, like you said, if they would have announced that earlier, I definitely would have went.
I
Because
would have pulled up. I would have
telling
seriously
Todd,
pulled
like,
up.
it sucks because I literally have went to Comic-Con like the last 3 or 4 years in a row, and I just didn't go this year.
The 1 year, yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully next time they announce it a little earlier.
Hopefully, yeah, exactly. I hope they just announce that they're gonna be somewhere and like, all right, sick, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, like, no, not much. I've been working on getting my car. I've been driving around and shit.
Nice.
Nice.
I've been in the Overwatch 2 void. That's been
no.
hell.
We'll get into
Yeah,
that.
how's that going?
That's a pain in the ass because the game launched. The game launched and there's like
30,000
so many
people
bugs.
in the queue. Can't even get
No.
in the damn game.
500,000 people in the queue
Ah!
first day.
500, did you say?
Oh
Yeah,
my
500.
God.
500 as in 500,000.
Yes.
600,
What?
6 zeros.
Oh my
God.
God damn.
5 million, so 5 zeros. 5
That's,
zeros.
that's too like, bro,
6 zeros,
dog.
5
It's not
zeros.
worth it. It's not fucking worth it.
A game can't be that good, right?
Surely not.
Yes. So, so the first day the game was basically unplayable.
Yeah.
Mad.
The second day the queues dropped to like 5,000, but
Right,
like if you
okay.
waited for like an hour or so, you got in. But the problem was like then when you'd get in and you'd start to play, it would kick you out, and then you'd have to sit in the queue again.
Oh.
So, so it basically
Oh,
wasn't
yeah.
playable for like the third or fourth day. A
Disgusting.
lot of people were upset because they took away the loot boxes.
Yep.
And there's like a currency that's still in the game, but you were
Right.
able to earn it like playing free to play.
Playing, yeah.
As far as I understand, you can't earn it anymore. So basically, all of the skins in the game you have to just straight up buy now, which they're like $20 a
That's
skin.
trash.
Yeah,
That is that's the Fortnite model though. Like,
Wait, is Overwatch 2 free?
yes.
yeah.
Ah, that's how they get you.
It is the
Okay.
Fortnite
Yeah.
model though. Like Fortnite really like changed the fucking game literally with like micro
The skins
transaction
and the loot
cosmetics.
boxes.
Because like it's such
Right.
a genius mechanic, you know.
Yeah.
And
Right,
another thing that helps Fortnite is all their crossovers too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Can't
the
wait for
Battle
them
Pass-
to do a One Piece crossover.
That-
Cattle play.
They have to do it at some point. I mean, they got Naruto and Dragon Ball in there now,
Ah, fuck One
and I
Piece.
think and Bleach will probably happen at some point.
Bro, if I
Oh,
I
no.
ever see some fucking guy saying "Bunkai" in my fucking Fortnite game, I'm fucking
Chainsawman
I'm
might be
naked.
up there.
I'm naked.
I'm surprised they don't do a Spy Family. You can get so many skins
Oh,
in a Spy
Bro,
Family.
an Anya skin would be fucking lit.
Anya with the
Yeah.
freaking coolie
With
coming
the
out.
toolie, that's crazy.
Favorite.
God.
But tell us about all the issues with Overwatch 2, Flame. How's your experience been though? Like, has it been a positive one at least? Surely.
Yes and no.
Oh,
I've
no.
I've been enjoying the game. They so the big change to Overwatch 2 is in Overwatch 1 it was 6v6. So
Yep.
there's 3 roles. You would normally play tanks, damage dealers, or supports.
Yep.
Now it's 5v5.
Ooh.
So it's basically 2 damage dealers, 2 supports, and 1 tank.
Mm-hmm.
So they buffed all of the tanks. So basically the tanks are like really crazy now. So like the tanks are basically like the best role. But there's a big problem with the game which they just recently fixed, which was in the competitive play.
Mm-hmm.
Despite how good you did, you got placed in the lowest rank. So you can be like a top 500 player and you got put in bronze 5.
Let's go.
What?
That means like you just have a bunch of lobbies where like the pros would just stomp on everybody.
Facts.
Yep,
Literal facts.
because they were just in bronze.
It's in bronze.
The hell? Wait, so before you
Right.
do that, are they like placement matches?
Yeah, so basically the way it works is you either have to win 7 games or lose 20 games to either go up or down.
Right.
And it sounds like a big difference, but like you can easily lose like games quickly, so it can like rack up. So for me, when I played Overwatch 1, I was in Diamond, and they put me in Bronze 3, and that made me feel very bad.
Oh no.
They just wanted you to get good, Flame. That's it. Just get good.
Yep, and then I won my 7 games again, and I went from Bronze 3 to Bronze 1.
Let's go. Progress. Oh, that's rough.
But yeah, I mean, other than that, I've been enjoying the game. A lot of people are upset about the battle pass because the battle pass is $10.
Right.
Each battle pass is 2 months, and it has a new hero. You can unlock the new hero by playing it. If you just buy the $10 thing, though, you get it straight away. But you have to get to level 55 to unlock the new hero, which I mean, it doesn't take that long, but I mean, you got to play a bit to get it.
What does that mean though? What doesn't take that
All
long
the battle
mean?
passes.
Yeah. Nothing different.
Like, because you level up pretty quick the battle pass, in my opinion. Like,
Right,
if you play like if you put in like a couple hours a day, I think you can get it within like a week or so.
Right. Okay. That's not that bad then, I suppose.
Yeah, and they try to balance it out because the new heroes are locked out of competitive play for a couple weeks. to give players like the chance
Ah.
to
It makes
unlock
sense.
That's
hero.
fair.
That's
Like,
good.
think about it. If they gave it to you right away, people would just get the new hero and stop playing. Like, there's no reason for them to play because they've gotten it. By making them have to play for it, it's keeping them coming back to the game, which is the
Mhm.
whole point of a game.
Exactly, and
Mhm.
it would be unfair because you'd have people that bought the battle pass having access to the character in competitive
Yeah.
play compared to the players
Exactly.
that just
Yeah, and they
don't
get the
have it.
advantage of, testing the character, figuring out combos and stuff, and then stomping everyone.
Yep.
Makes sense.
But yeah, that's been the Overwatch 2 experience. A very, very, very awful start, but it's still basically the same game. I'm sure it's gonna die
That's the
down
thing. A
in
lot
a
of
couple weeks.
games that come out these days really do have rough starts.
Mhm.
The only one that I remember straight off the bat that was, it wasn't really flawless, but had a really good start was Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like Elden Ring, because it's a single player game, it's a lot easier for them to do stuff like that, I suppose. But
Yeah.
Because New World
oh
is
my
just
god,
was
New
just
World was a
awful.
mess.
It was an awful start. Tower of Fantasy even had
Yep.
the first couple days. It
Oh,
was just
God.
Lol.
fun.
Tower
Oh,
Fantasy
God.
lol. Tower Fantasy lol. Fuck that. That game's dick.
Like,
Here's
yeah, you're right. Elden Ring was very, very smooth because we played it,
There were issues still.
but not nearly as bad as
Yeah.
the other games.
Yeah.
I have a pivoting question from Overwatch.
Oh god. Here
Has
we go.
anyone watched the premiere of Chainsawman?
No.
No.
I've been
Not
wanting
yet.
to watch it.
That is my fault. 100%.
I've been wanting to watch it, and she keeps putting it off.
We can watch it tonight.
I haven't watched
Oh,
it
is
'cause I'm
that fun?
lazy, but the opening is fucking ripper. It's so good. The OP
Did you
is
see all the
elite.
movie references?
Oh, it's crazy.
Or on
Mad.
Twitter. Yeah.
Fuck me, it's a good opening. Like, but what were your initial thoughts on Chainsaw Man?
So I personally don't know any spoilers from the manga.
Yeah, neither do I. Yeah.
I only know like what some characters look like, some
Yep.
names and whatnot.
Yep.
But
Yep.
it's very reminiscent to Jujutsu Kaisen in my opinion. Like
Okay.
the starting
Ooh.
off.
The characters are very similar. Like they just it's like the same vibes. Yeah, for sure.
Right. Mappa's doing it, same studio as well. I
Yeah.
like the premise of the story. The setting is very dark.
Mhm.
The characters are interesting. There's CGI. A lot of people were complaining about it, but
Right.
everybody complains about CGI. I thought it looks fine. I thought it looked fine personally.
Yep.
Apparently there's gonna be a new ending song
Every episode. 12 different EDs. Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Like Papi said, the opening is actually very good.
It's so
And
good.
if
It's
you're a
so good.
I actually like the ending because I listened to the ending as well, but I felt like the ending was better than the opening. Like I felt like the ending was a more fitting song for Chainsaw Man than the opening.
We're gonna have 12 of them.
Right.
So
Right.
Yeah.
I was gonna say like I like the opening song better personally, but I think like you said, the ending song fits better as an opening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a very good episode. It scored high on Mal. It's like top 15 right now.
Damn.
That'll probably go down, but
Naturally, because everyone's all the Full Metal Alchemist Donnies will pull up and screw everyone over.
What about Bleach though?
Oh, who watched
I heard
Yes,
that popped off.
sir.
Yeah, we watched that this morning. That
Yeah,
was
I
great.
watched that this morning.
What'd
It
you
was.
think?
I
about
liked it. I liked
Did
it
you
a
watch it?
lot.
It was
What'd
good.
What'd you guys think? You enjoyed it? What do you think it was a good like comeback for the show after so long
100%.
being away?
I do. I think
Yeah,
it
definitely.
definitely was good to come back to that because it
Even
was
just like
very
the
full.
opening scene was so fucking badass.
Yeah.
It was awesome. Like that alone, even if they just had that opening scene and that was the end of the episode, that would be more than enough.
Right.
It was
yeah.
so good.
It was very action packed, which I think is like I think it was very good to come back to that versus
mhm.
like some sort of recap or like slow paced
True.
intro. Like it came back full force straight into the action.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it.
What about you, Nite?
Yeah, I really liked it.
Yeah.
It was really good. I'm really excited for the next couple episodes just because like each like they're doing like a 4-court, I think it's called. So it's gonna be like 12 episodes, and then there's gonna be like a break, and then another 12 episodes. So I'm excited to see
Yep.
what they do. But Yeah, just knowing like what happens in the manga, though, I'm really excited for the next couple of episodes.
Exciting.
Liam, you watched Spy Family, right?
I was gonna say, yeah, Spy Family first ep was fucking sick as per usual.
Yeah, my family's been getting
And the
so
second
good.
I
episode
love
was
Spy
fire.
Family.
Spy Family is
Yeah,
fucking crazy.
I love Spy Family. I think it's a little overrated, but for what it is, I enjoy it, and I try not to let
It's a
everybody's
good.
like
You know what?
excitement get to me.
Spy Family is becoming that jump in point for people that don't watch or have never watched anime.
Yeah, I
Yep.
throw it in the list. You got Death Note, Attack on Titan,
Yeah.
Spy Family.
I would
Yeah.
agree,
Yep.
which is crazy because
Fullmetal
Death Note,
Alchemist
Attack on
Brotherhood
Titan,
also could fit in that one too.
gnarly.
Naruto. Actually, Death Note was my first anime.
No, well, it is. It's like I think Death Note and AOT were always the two that you're like, oh, if somebody's like, oh, what anime should I watch? They're the two like classics, right?
Oh, what
Right.
about Sword Art
Right.
Online?
All right, get him out. Get
Yes,
him
sir.
out. No,
My boy
no.
Kirito. Yes.
No.
Hey, now listen.
IMC.
Season 3 go kind of hard. I ain't gonna lie.
Don't. I'm not gonna sit in
Season
this-
1, Part 2.
I'm not
crazy.
sitting. I'm not sitting
No,
in this
season
damn.
one part 2 is terrible.
There is.
What do you mean? You didn't like that arc with the
Bro, that guy was a
fairies?
pedo.
the pedo.
We forgive it.
The fucking
We
knife
forgive
Hey, yo!
Man put up like
Oh my God.
Miskif. Man put up like Miskif for giving sexual harassment. It's fine, man.
Yikes.
That's the crazy shit. We forgive it.
We do
Right.
not forgive it.
Yeah, disclaimer. Knight's view does not reflect the rest of
Wow.
GGP's.
Yeah, chill out.
I do not forgive it. Just want to put that out there. Oh my
But
god.
I definitely do think that Spy Family is becoming like not even becoming. It is the one of the like it is another jump in point for people. They're like
JJK is a pretty decent one.
I
to jump into.
wouldn't say JJK. I would put Demon Slayer
No, I'm not.
ahead of JJK as a jump in one because I feel like Demon Slayer is very good.
respect. I'll never give Demon Slayer respect. I just can't.
What?
I just can't. It's shit.
Wow.
It's
Whoa.
cringe. Demon Slayer is cringe.
Sure.
If you like Demon Slayer,
So
you're
Todd and
cringe.
I went to Dave and Buster's last night for obviously Papi. You probably have no idea what Dave and Buster's is
It's a arcade. Come
I'm
on,
still
dude,
trying
I
to
don't
find out
know.
who David is.
and what he's busting.
Yeah, and what he's watching.
Yo,
Nuts.
what is that? Hey, yo. We forgive it. We forgive it. We forgive it. If Dave's busting nuts, we forgive it. We forgive it.
But we went to Dave and Buster's last night, and I used some of my tens of thousands of tickets on a Nezuko pop figure
Cringe.
because I love Demon Slayer.
I can't do it. I don't
Yeah,
respect it. As soon as
honestly, I could agree with Papi.
Demon Slayer died for me as soon as Ninja tweeted about episode 19 being the peak of anime.
Oh no.
And then that's when I was like,
Yikes.
you know what? Anime is shit. I was like, anime is shit. It was a mistake. Hideki Miyazaki was fucking right. Studio Ghibli was correct. Anime was a fucking mistake. You know, that's how I felt. As soon as I saw Ninja tweet about it, I was like, oh, it's over. Demon Slayer's mainstream. I can't do it.
I still love it.
Yeah, I'll still watch
That's
it.
fair. That's fair. All right. Knight, what have you been up to? Catch us up. How's life? What have you been up to? You've been speedrunning a little bit. I saw that little Bloodborne speedrun. How's that been going? How's work? How's life?
Oh yeah, everything's all dandy wandy. I mean,
Dandy
like
wandy.
a couple weeks ago, like I like fractured one of my toes, but now it's like it's all good
what?
now. Oh yeah, but
Those
it's all
would suck
chill
though,
now.
because you
How did
can't
you
do
do
anything
that?
about it.
Did you walk into a
I-
door?
No, I wish I did, but no, I dropped like
Man,
a
that's
weight
worse
on
than
my
walking
foot.
into a door.
You dropped a what on your foot?
a weight.
Oh,
Oh my
Man was trying to get
Yeah.
whammed on you and fucking backfired.
I'm just saying this is why I don't go to the gym. It's too risky, too dangerous.
No, Jim's just trying to
Right,
beat you up all the
exactly.
time. Stupid old Jim.
Yeah, what a jerk.
Yeah. No,
What's
he's
he
hurting
doing?
Knight as
Yeah.
well. Goddamn.
Fuck Jim.
We forgive it.
We forgive it? Yeah.
we
Yeah, we
forgive it.
forgive it.
We forgive. I hate
But
that
yeah.
that's now the thing. We forgive it. We forgive it.
But
But
What else we
yeah,
up to?
besides that, I've just been chilling. Just learning a new route for like Bloodborne. So like I was doing like 80% before, and
Mhm.
I never wanted to like I'm gonna keep doing it, but now I'm
Mhm.
just like taking a break and I'm doing all bosses now. So I'm just
Nice.
like learning like all the other bosses and stuff. So that's
Mhm.
been fun. But besides that, yeah, it's been pretty chill.
Elite. Love that. Nice,
that's good.
nice.
That's good.
Nice, nice, nice.
Okay, guys, Todd is gone, so we can talk about him all we want.
Oh, let's fucking
Oh,
go.
let's go.
That guy.
That guy stinks.
That literally he reeks.
Trust me, try living with him.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh shit! Todd's the guy. Yeah, he's the
What did I
guy.
do?
Oh yeah, I like
I
Todd.
love
Oh,
that
he's
guy.
so great and
I'm
wonderful.
going for
I
2 seconds and I'm
forgive
already been shunned.
Getting slandinated.
No, he's great. He even cooks you dinner.
Ooh, yeah. How's life been with Broseph? With
Chefsky.
Chefsky,
It's
Broski.
been good. He
Jabronsky.
cooked spaghetti bolognese for us. the
Yeah,
other
she
day.
hasn't had the like a traditional bolognese, so that was awesome. We
With
made
spag
that
bowl.
and some garlic
Hey,
bread.
pause.
What do you mean? Spag bowl is such a common thing
No,
to say.
Paul and A's. Like, come on, man. That's
That's
Hey,
on
crazy.
yo.
TGP, our
Hey, yo.
wholesome show.
We forgive it though. We forgive it. It's fine.
PG,
Yeah,
baby.
yeah.
At no time did we ever say this was a wholesome show.
No, GGB is a wholesome show. You just have to have a twisted
You
mind.
know what?
It's fine.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But no, it's
Some
fun.
bolognese.
Yep, it's been great. Been able to meet some of her family members. Oh my god, today was a bit.
Oh, today was oh my god, I'm still so mad.
Should
Oh,
we even
no.
say it?
I don't know.
Are you allowed to talk
Okay,
about it?
I'll say it.
There we
So
go.
after we went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame out
Okay.
here in Cleveland,
Nice.
that was a lot of fun.
Nice.
And
nice.
then Chris was like, "Okay, we'll go see my dad. I get to go meet her dad." So that was cool. We
Yep.
we went over to her house and
Yep.
we greeted and said hello. We sat down, we're talking for a little bit, and then
Yep.
out of the blue, Chris's dad says, "Oh, I think I have COVID." And then Carissa goes, "Have you even tested yourself?" And he's like, "Nah." He's like, "Well, I've got tests in my car. I'll go get one. I'll be right back." She comes inside. He does the test, and it's instantly positive.
That's
Dude,
crazy.
I'm
Yo.
so pissed. I'm so pissed. The first thing I said was, if this is positive, we're leaving. Like, we're gone. We're not staying. And as soon as I saw that it had 2 lines, I was like, peace out, Dad. We're out.
Peace out, Girl Scouts. We out of here.
We drove straight to the store, bought a
Oh,
whole bunch
that's-
of like hand sanitizer. My
Stay
grandparents
safe.
gave us a whole bunch of new masks. So they like put them out on the front porch for us to go and like
Bless.
swing by because they're like right by my dad.
Bless.
And like,
So yeah, that was an unforgettable
an
way
ex-
to meet her dad for the first time.
I'm so
That was an
mad.
experience. That was an experience. That's for sure. That's interesting.
God.
It'd be like
I'm
that.
still
I mean,
so mad.
Yeah,
I don't know if we want to talk about COVID stuff, which we probably shouldn't, but I mean it doesn't matter anyway. But I know that in Australia they've removed the quarantine officially, so that
it
you
doesn't
no
make
longer
any sense to me.
you
If
no
you're-
longer
if
need
you're
to
positive,
quarantine.
You should be quarantining.
It's like it's recommended, but it's not enforced anymore. So if you
That
test
is
positive for
crazy to
COVID,
me.
you're chill. You can just do whatever you want now. Like Australia's really trying to move fast now into just normalizing.
Forgetting that it ever happened.
Yeah. So like
Just living
I
with
forgive it.
Yeah.
Australia forgives
We
it.
forgive it.
It forgives it. Like my work sent an email around. They're like, "Yes, we understand. We have to we will obligate via government. Blah blah blah. However, if you have COVID, fucking stay home, you loser." Pretty much is what
Yeah.
they said. Which is
Yep.
but it's a very interesting. Like I get it. At some point, the world needs to like take strides to move forward, and we can't really stay like sanctioned by this.
but it gets to a
it's a
point
bit-
where it's like, what are you doing, bro?
It's a bit intimidating to just say, "Oh, today's the day that if you have COVID, you could be walking around in the streets,
Yeah, it just feels
know?
wrong.
Yeah.
and it's just whatever." But I mean, it is what it is. There, so it's been fun. I know.
Considering where Australia was at one point.
I was just
Yeah,
gonna
well,
say,
fuck.
remember when Australia had 0 cases?
Yeah.
the days. Don't even remind me.
The
Please.
whole world is like falling to pieces, and Australia's there like, yo.
We were actually
what's
big
up?
chilling. We were actually big chilling. So, yeah.
The mighty
So,
has fallen.
Exactly.
on God though. I know that for me, life's been alright. Been vibing,
Good.
been chilling. I know that
Nice.
next week at work I have to record some ads for the company, so that's gonna be fun to.
Oh, let's go.
Ooh.
Mr.
part of-
Marketing team.
I'm part of the ads for the next cohort of graduates, so it'd be fun to see how they turn out, my goober ass. And because I'm
Oh, you need an ad read? Oh, all right. So today's sponsor, Honey. Oh,
use honey.com/GGP for 20% off your next pizza purchase. Your next peanut butter burger purchase, actually, as a matter of fact. But
yes.
I know that
You did it.
that'll be fun because they're trying to like heavy advertise towards IT. So the whole premise of it is that my ad's gonna be particularly like longer per se, or like more like in tune and stuff. So it's gonna be fun to be a part of that, I suppose, more than anything. So we'll have to. I'm looking forward to that next week. But,
Exciting.
Do you get like
work's
extra pay for doing that kind of
Nah,
stuff?
fuck no. You just get time off work.
Oh,
Essentially.
or is that just your job?
Basically, it's my job. Like that'll be what I
Right.
do on Tuesday. So I'll just be
Yeah.
doing that on
Okay.
Tuesday. And then what was it?
there we
Like a week or two ago, the reason why we recorded GP earlier, went on a little trip with my friends. We went.
Oh yeah, how'd that go?
We went to it's called Tamarama up in Bondi. I met Stump. I probably should fucking say that. I finally met up with Stumpski, aka fuck that guy. Jesus Christ. All my friends were calling him Stumps, like with an S at the end. So I'm like, that's what I'm gonna call him from now on, Stumps. So it was fun. He drove us out to the clubs, which was nice. All my friends tried to force him to come out with us, but he didn't want to. So that's on him.
So he just played chauffeur?
Yeah, he did, but then it was actually like this is not even embarrassing. It's just a funny story for me. I needed to pee really badly as I was directing him, and we're in Sydney traffic at like a Friday evening. It was like stopping at every light, and I needed to go. And I was like, "Stump, pull over, fucking right now." And he's like, he was like, "What the fuck's going on?" I was like, "Pull over right. I need to pee." And then I just jumped out of the car. I like parkour over this like brick wall, go piss at a bush, and I just jump back, and everyone's just recording me when I'm like running back to the car. And then like I'm faded too. So like, when Stump drops us off, I'm like, "Stump, I'm sorry that this is the first impression you have of me. I apologize." Like I was so fucking. Oh, but no, it was nice. Like, bless him. He pulled up to where we were at Bondi and had a drink with us, which was lovely. You know, it's nice to finally actually meet the people you've been talking to and such for a very long time. So, it was super cool there. But no, the location was amazing. We basically stayed at the beach for ages, which was fucking awesome, like little place there. So I'll definitely be heading back at some point there for sure. So
Awesome.
That sounds like so much fun.
It was sick. The concert was okay, whatever. It is what it is there, but everything else was elite, without a doubt. So, awesome.
Yeah, sometimes the company's better than the
It
location.
is. What to get sentimental, what I've discovered in myself is that like it isn't about the location that I go to, it's more about the people that I'm with when I'm there. I felt like because I'm a very envious person. I've discovered, and I'll get jealous of people that are traveling or doing things or going places. But then I remember I had a chat with my therapist about it a little bit, and he was like, "Think about it for a second. Like, are you jealous of the locations they're going?" And I'm like, "No." He's like, "Well, then what's the issue?" I was like, "I don't know. I just want to like be there." He's like, "Well, for example, would you want to be there with your family?" I was like, "It would be fun, but I don't think I'd get the most joy out of it per se." But I think I do agree that the majority of the time it's because of the people that I'm with that make things actually enjoyable. So I could be anywhere with my best friends and things would just be fun because you're with those people. Like, doesn't matter about whether you're in fucking Paris or you're like at your friend's house.
We're in Cleveland.
Exactly. I think it's
right.
to put on a more sentimental note as we are the wholesome podcast. Come on, guys. It's the wholesome.
Exactly.
GGP's wholesome, right? I think it definitely does very much wane on who you're with, which makes it a lot better. So I think that's what made the trip like super fun. And I think I needed it. I needed a couple of days off to just vibe out and exist a little bit. So that was that was super fun. You know.
Yeah,
super
sometimes you just
enjoyable.
need that, you know.
Yeah, 100%, man. You know, you need a little vibe thing. So yeah, that's a bit of me. I think we don't really have much else. Is there anything else we want to that's on the cards to have a discussion about? Is there anything else happening in the world that we haven't seen or talked about or done? Don't think so. I think we can just
I don't think so.
I think we just jump
I
right
don't
into
think so.
questions then, right? Chris, you have anything else to say?
No.
In Karissa's section on today's podcast, anything else you wanna jump in and say?
No, not
No.
really.
No, all right.
No.
No, she's had her piece. And everyone's favorite section, it's the Q&A. It's jumping right into it. No, this is Nite. Nite loves this section. It's actually his favorite part of the day. He looks forward to the podcast just for the Q&A, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, I'm shaking my legs now.
Hey, yo, we forgive him. We forgive him. We forgive him. We forgive him.
Wait. Don't we have to say thank you to some of our
Fuck them guys, but also thank you. You know, before everyone's favorite section is the shout outs, actually. You know, thank you all for being a consistent support to the podcast. We really do greatly appreciate it. We are in the works. I have had a discussion with the animator for something. That's a little teaser there. They said that they've been busy, but they're gonna start working on it a little bit more. So, you know, look forward to that in the future. But, you know, thank you so much for your consistent support. As I mentioned at the start of today's episode, make sure you go down there and you subscribe. Would be greatly appreciated. Like, comment, do all that kind of fun stuff. Make sure the algorithm knows that you're enjoying today's video. On top of that, next to the subscribe button, there is a little join button there. It is a financial commitment, so you're not obligated in any stretch of the imagination to do so. However, it is greatly appreciated. There are a plethora of different tiers that you can join at, you know, to meet whatever financial situation you're in. And if you are in a financial situation, don't join. Just sub. It's free. Please do that. You know, it supports us nonetheless. But to those that have provided us a little bit of money on the side, we greatly appreciate it. And it goes in. Thank you to our members, our GGP producers, the big boys, the Lord Shiro, Alex Wisniewski, and Portuguese Sosa is back in the GG producer tier. Our perfect member of Brian Keeson McDermott, our great members of CS Wins and Void Seeker, and our 5 good members of Riowan, Stump D Garcher, aka Fuck That Guy, Red Halo, Dr. Erection, and Wankerfella. The 2 best down the bottom there after every app, you know. But we greatly appreciate, you know, that continued support, and, you know, thank you so much. But
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
there you go. Chris is even excited. From everyone's favorite shout-outs to everyone's actual favorite section, it is the Q&A. As per usual, you can send your questions in to us via @GGP Podcast on Twitter or our YouTube community tab. First question comes in from Obsidian_Steed_. They ask, do you guys still use Axe or Cologne? I've resorted to using dry sheets. I personally think we as a society have to move past things like Old Spice and Axe. Dry sheets are literally a cheat code to smelling nice compared to Cologne. And I think he also put perfume for Karissa. What do you guys spray on your body to smell good? Or what do you guys...
I mean, what he says is correct, but just dry as sheets doesn't always make you smell nice.
It's a psychotic... I think it's a psychotic thing to say, dude.
No.
It's crazy.
What are you no-no-noing? Here we go.
I'm gonna put y'all on.
Okay. What are you gonna
Riz
tell me?
God shit right here, Chris. You gotta close your ears. This is the God cologne.
What's the
I'm
God
gonna
cologne?
put y'all on. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna take a picture of it.
All right, he's taking a picture for us. I'm a bit bougie with my colognes. You know what I mean? I spend a little bit. I got a
And bougie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I got a Versace cologne that I use. That shit's kind of hard. Smells really good. And I've also got this nice Hugo Boss one I'm trying out right now. I'm a cologne guy.
Okay.
I enjoy cologne. I also got gifted this wax rub-on cologne that you put on like your neck. Actually, it's really nice. It's a really nice one too. I use it I have it at work. So when I go for a walk or whatever, I'll come back and I'll put it on so I don't stank. You know what I mean? So I'm a bit of a connoisseur of the colognes, you know. But nah, fuck Axe body spray, man. Come on, dog.
Yeah, now that stuff is like teenage high school stuff.
I was never into the whole Axe or Old
okay.
thing.
I'm just going to describe this image for you. So in the central point of the image, Flame has a Dolce and Gabbana like cologne, right? But then you look forward to his wrist. He has a diamond bracelet on as well. Man has got money, you know. But you know it is, bro. On the real, I gotta I don't know why, but with cologne, I'll spend the money. Everything else, fuck it. I'm not spending shit.
Yeah,
yeah.
nah, don't use Axe or Old Spice. Old Spice has good deodorants and like body wash, but don't use Old Spice cologne.
Yeah, cologne. You
way
want
better
something
ones out
nice.
there.
You want something. You want
Yeah,
something.
you want to smell not Old Spicy.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
want to. What's the word?
I want to say almost sophisticated.
It
It's
is.
a-
It
it's
is
like-
sophisticated. It is.
That's you like when you're using a cologne as a female. I want you.
Ooh,
I
we have a
want you
different
to smell-
perspective. We have a different
Like,
perspective on the show.
Exactly. Like I want it to smell sophisticated. I don't
Nice.
want to smell teenage boy.
Right,
I don't want you to
correct.
just smell, oh hey, you don't smell bad.
Right.
I want it
Yeah.
to smell sophisticated. I want it to be nothing overpowering.
Yes.
It's got to be fresh. It's got to be a clean smell,
Mm.
but it's got to smell like an adult
Correct.
and not a bad smelling adult.
Yes, correct.
Yep.
Like
So not like my hockey.
Shut the fuck up.
What?
Can you stop? You're out of control.
My hockey is overpowering. When you guys are in my
Oh,
presence, you guys tremble.
All right, get him.
like,
Go
"Oh,
back to work.
it's night."
Go back to work. Go back to work. Go
I,
back to work.
I was gonna say
Wow.
I also use Gucci Gucci Guilty. It has like a bit of like a fruity smell to it, but it smells.
You gotta have
very good.
combinations. Like
But
I think in Australia we have Lynx, which is kind of like the Axe. I
It's
guess
like our act.
our
Yeah.
Axe variant.
Yeah.
I use like a Lynx anti-sweat spray for like the pits because I sweat a lot, but like that has no odor. So I'll use that as like an anti-sweat thing, but then you top up with the cologne on top. You got a combinations, it's important.
yep.
yeah. Cause like deodorant, you can't never rely on dryer sheets because
No.
Nah, Obsidian
This is
Steed's
not
out of
gonna
budget for
work.
that one.
Yeah, I've
I've
never even heard of
It
that.
will make your body smell nice.
It makes your clothes smell nice.
Smell nice.
It makes your shirt smell good, but I'm not smelling your
Yeah,
shirt. I'm
but
smelling
like,
you.
you don't smell nice.
You
Yeah.
stank. I can smell it from here. Have a shower. Have a shower.
Yeah, and like deodorant, deodorant has you can tell like it's a deodorant. It's a scented deodorant.
It's a deodorant smell, correct?
But you want to smell nice.
Sophisticated. It's the
And, like, exactly. I feel like
question, what's-
sophisticated is the best way to
sophisticated.
explain it.
That's the title of today's episode. Sophisticated.
What's
Sophisticated.
what's your guys' cologne routine when you spray?
I do.
Go, Todd.
I was saying I do one on both sides of the neck, and I also do, depending how I'm feeling. Sometimes I do one on the chest and one on the wrist. Sometimes just the wrist. Just depends how I'm feeling.
I'm a
Mhm.
double neck. I'm a double neck pause on that one, gang. And
Yo.
I'm the chest and wrists as well. You gotta rub it in the wrists too, keep it nice.
So this is what I do. So I do one side on like each side of my neck. I do under my ear, and I do on the back of my neck, because
That's fair,
when like
that's
you
fair.
walk past people or like you hug or kiss
That's
someone,
fair,
like
that's fair.
you can really get the.
Then
Flame
all
out
they're gonna taste is the cologne, and let me tell you, cologne does not taste good.
Flames
Yep.
flames kissing too many people. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm hearing.
I put it under my nipples.
Hey yo,
Hey yo.
mine is a demon. Mine's on demon time. What perfume do you use, Karissa? What-
I actually have been using the same one for probably
That's how it works, though, right? You
10
find
years?
one and you just use it.
and
Yep.
I love it. It's called Cooling Water. It's just
Ooh.
it's a mellow.
It's just water.
It's just water.
It's so just water.
It's just cold water that I throw on my face and hope that it works.
It works.
But it's a very clean smell. It's like a very clean, fresh scent.
Right, yeah.
And I'm not a fruity person. Like even like candles, I don't like fruity candles. I like
Mhm.
fresh smelling candles.
Mm-hmm.
And cooling water, my mom and I like found it probably 10 years ago. And every year for Christmas, I get at least one bottle. I've got probably 3 bottles that are still.
That's how it works, though. It
multiple.
like literally that's how it works. You get one. You have one cologne or one perfume you like. Like my dad has used the exact same Calvin Klein one for like 30 years. Like he just
Yep.
he just had he has them on deck as well though. The cupboard is stacked with just these bottles and bottles and bottles and bottles of just consistently the same thing over and over again. Because like, you find one and it hits, you just keep using it.
Yep, and cologne and perfume, like they smell different on everybody. Like
Yep.
it reacts to your skin
It
different.
takes time. So that's if there's a message from today's episode, go out to the store and just go test them. There's like the little sheets of like, I think it's a cardboard, spray it,
Yeah.
give it a quick like swing in the air, and then, give it a smell and test it out and
And
figure
don't
it
use dryer sheets. Don't
Move-
depend
yeah.
on dryer
Yeah, no.
sheets.
Move
Or
on.
Axe.
Yeah, move on from Axe and Old Spice and Lynx and whatever. Go get yourself a cologne. I'm glad that we had like a 15-minute conversation on this, guys. It's
On one
important.
question.
It's important though, It's
Gotta
a
get
very
girls
very
one-on-one.
vital thing. So that's everyone's take. I know, Nite, what do you use? I mean, you said you sprayed on your nipples, but surely you got some bougie stuff hanging around too.
Yeah, I got some good old Calvin Klein
Nice.
Euphoria.
Ooh,
I have some
banging.
other stuff that I'm trying to pull up, but I keep forgetting the name. But one of my friends at work, he's like a really big like cologne guy, and he tells me a whole bunch of shit,
Yeah.
but I just forget it when I
Yeah,
get out of
that's my
work.
friend.
But
The
yeah,
amount of times I've gone with him to the store and we spent like 30, 40, 50 hours just walking around testing every single one. I'm like, brother, just pick one, man, please. But it's important.
Don't you feel like at some point though, like after you smell so many, they all start smelling the
That's
same?
all same. It's a mistake.
yeah.
It's a mistake. You have to.
Or
you
it's
have to
like
test
everything just burns your nostrils.
it.
Yeah.
It's
So
just
you
gone.
start to taste it.
It's just out there. Huge. All right, there you go. Great start.
Sometimes I use pepper juice.
Okay.
what?
All right. Next
Oh my
question.
God.
Next
I'm
question
surprised you
from.
don't use peanut butter.
Next question from Alex Wisniewski. He
No,
asked,
that's for later.
Yo, we forgive it. Next question from Alex. He asked, would you ever propose to a partner on stream? No. Fuck
Hell
no.
No.
No, that sounds like a bad idea.
What?
No.
That's crazy.
No, that's too personal of a thing to. I
That's
don't give a
live stream
fuck.
fails.
And then you
Yeah,
divorce
yeah.
after a year. It's over. You're
actually
fucked.
be a top fail clip.
You're...
Yeah, I would never do that.
No, you won't.
Todd,
go,
like,
Todd.
oh shit. Todd, oh shit. All the preparations in the bin.
No,
Quick, get
that-
out of there.
That was never part of the plan.
Good, thank God.
Dude, it's Nav level 100. Babe, will you marry me?
Todd
Yes.
sweating over TM. Just asked during TM stream. That's crazy.
God.
That's actually crazy.
I would legit be like, no.
No.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
fuck off. Ask again later.
No.
Ask again later. Alright,
Wait,
next
final-
First of all,
Can we get a poggers in
you're
chat?
mean,
Can we get a
and then
pocket?
come
She
talk.
said yes. Pocket chat, guys. Pocket chat.
Hogs in chat. Hogs in chat.
Oh my
Yo, stop the
god.
donations for a bit.
Yeah, give me turn off the donation tracker. Turn it off. That's mad. No. Consensus no. Alright, next question from the Lord Shiro. Hey Todd, how is it being in the worst state in the United States?
Well, Todd doesn't
Yeah.
know because he's not in Michigan.
Yeah, I was about to say that too.
Yeah, hold that L.
Hold
Hold
that.
that L.
I'm going to speak for Todd on that because Michigan is the worst state
Hold
in the
that
United
L.
States.
L plus ratio
L plus ratio plus fell off
plus touch grass.
plus touch grass. plus we don't forgive that. Plus we don't forgive that.
Plus your mum's your dad.
Plus oh shit. Okay, well, you're fucked. You're so fucked. All right, next question from Kataki Bonji. They ask, has Toadski been treating you like a queenski? Question mark.
Yes.
Perfect.
Without a
been-
doubt.
He's been treating us like
No,
jabronskis.
that
though.
question was actually to Pappy.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
damn it.
Exactly. The answer is no. The answer is no.
No.
He hasn't been replying to my DMs. I keep asking him what the next legend is, and he tells me to fuck off. And like it's crazy, man. This hasn't been good. All right. Next question from Wankerfella. He asks, "Hey guys and gal, hope you're enjoying your America tour, Toadski. I'm sure you've by now." Oh, what the hell? I'm sure you've had people ask you where you're from when they hear your accent. In your guys' opinion, what is the sexiest accent or the one that turns you on the most? That's a bit of a non-wholesome question, but what's your Favorite accent. I'll swing it. I'm not gonna fucking make it horny because we don't think of
Favorite
that.
accent. Hmm.
Sexiest one is like Spanish,
A little
like
Spanish,
a
little Latino,
like a Latin American one.
little Latino ting.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
most male
like to-
accents are not very attractive to me.
I like the Australian. Oh, yeah, dog. Imagine that. Or an
I like
Arab guy.
the,
Hey, hey! Like it's like yelling and shit.
Definitely not Arabic.
French?
I like
I don't know,
the
French
like
feels like it was like
European.
spitting at you.
French?
I like
London.
send me to Scandinavia. Send me to some like some Swedish
Russia.
some Swedish
Like
babe.
a Northern European or an Eastern European.
Send me
kinda...
if some Swedish girl pull up, is game over. I'm telling you. Denmark, Sweden, Finland, Iceland.
Italian's
Norway.
pretty cool.
Nah, I know too many Italian wogs. It's not okay.
Give me that UK baby.
Yeah, but
No,
like
don't
Australian wogs are not
UK
the same as
baby.
actual Italians, I suppose.
Don't say UK or in it, bruv. That's you
No,
like.
it's
Flam?
Sir,
definitely
baby.
pretty good.
Uh-uh.
Yeah,
A bottle of water, yeah.
Oh,
There you go. That's a bit of everyone there. Oh, sorry. On an OPTC side, is there a reason why dual or verse units don't have support abilities, or do you think they've never going to give support abilities to dual versus units? I think it's a
They've never
programming
done it.
thing, even though it doesn't really make much sense.
Yoshi was too tired.
Yeah, he couldn't program it in a night, so he didn't do it. But no, they never will have support abilities unless they figure it out in future. I think it's a programming issue, is my guess, which again doesn't make much sense, but I don't know. It is what it is. There's plenty of good supports anyway, so no stress. P.S. You must try halal guys in New York City. Did you guys try it?
did. We
Was
did.
Was it worth the hype?
It was fucking wicked.
Wait, was that? Did I try it?
The Euro.
Oh, yeah, but I didn't have a euro.
He basically did.
It was basically a chicken pita.
I'm not a big
had the lamb
halal
and
guy.
chicken.
You're not a big fan, Flame?
No, I had it one time when I was in college. It's not my thing.
Todd, what's better, a kebab from like some Melbourne dingy 5-star kebab joint in the street, or halal guys?
Dude, the one we had in New York was pretty fucking good, not gonna lie. It competes, I'll say that.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
they go
It
kind
was
of hard.
really good. It was very, very
That
good.
was actually the first time that Karissa had like the white garlic sauce.
I should have had garlic sauce.
Nah, and you loved it, right?
It was really good.
Garlic
Minus
sauce
the
is
fact that it
ripper.
ended up all over
Because
me.
I had that. I had like a lamb, chicken. I had the garlic
mixed
sauce.
meat.
I had like salads, sriracha. Oh,
Yeah,
it was banging.
you know what the underrated? I'm gonna kick it to you. As a fat man, the underrated food at the Arab thing is the kebab plate. Everyone goes for the kebab, like the sandwich, or they go for like a falafel sandwich. No. Or they go for HSP in Australia, or whatever it is. Get the kebab plate. Rice, meat, salad, elite combo. That's all. That's
like
Sure.
Chipotle.
it's perfect. That's all you need.
Yep.
Chipotle
I was
with
gonna
halal meat would be godly, actually.
Yep. One thing about New York is they have like a lot of like the stands like that we were just talking about, like that
Mhm.
just have like banging food for no reason, like better
Yeah.
than like
Yeah.
restaurant food.
Yeah, it literally beats out some of the restaurant places we went to for sure.
Yeah.
It's because
It
it's
was
like
so good.
it's like ma and pa's just like cooking from their
Yeah, like
heritage.
the literally
you know?
like the same dude is literally in like one truck for like
12 hours.
yeah, like the whole day.
Ripper.
It's crazy.
Or it was like his twin brother. identical
His twin brother, yeah.
I mean, to be
We
fair,
see
they're
him in the morning, and then at nighttime we see him. It's the same bloke.
They're
or
probably
it's his
the
twin.
same. They're probably like cousins. They just look alike. They always we all
Probably
all of
what
us
it
look
is.
alike. We all look alike, you know. We're all the same human being at the end of the day.
But no, it's
Alright.
good.
Perfect. Glad you tried it then. All right, next question from Omni. Howdy, partners. When you went to Times Square for the One Piece film Red Takeover, what was the crowd's reaction? Did you see more confused people than fans?
No, I would say it was like
There was more fans.
it was almost all fans.
Okay.
There were definitely some people walking by, like, "Oh, what's this?" Blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah.
there were some randoms, but I would say at least
the area where we were, where the stairs were.
we
Hmm.
walked when it started.
Yeah.
We were on the other side of Times Square.
Yeah, people screaming, "The One Piece is real!"
That's
That
so
was Roger.
cringe. That is so. I would have actually thrown hands. I would have started punching people. I think it's so creepy.
Fine.
That's good.
There's a lot of cosplaying there too.
Yeah, there was some cosplays too. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good. I would say it was probably 90% fans.
Mm.
Perfect. Elite. There you go. Next question from Colo. They ask, glad my prediction was true about Karissa coming on the cast. What new legend would you all like to see come to the game anytime soon? What are you guys thinking? Corazon legend, Karissa?
V2 Korra?
There you go. Done. That's our answer.
For what? A year and a half?
For
2
way
years?
too long.
V2 Korra? I got my so here's the thing. I got my second Korra figure.
There you go. It's time now. The stars are aligning.
I mean, it's basically time, right?
Ooh.
Eventually, I have to be right.
At some point, surely, right?
If I say it before every dinner.
Then well, a broken clock is right twice a day, so
That is, hey, facts.
Yeah, right.
Not wrong, lad. Not wrong. So Chris has got Corazon. What else does the gang have? What legend do you want to see next?
dragon.
Oh, I think we could see a dragon.
I want dragon for sure. Dragon these nuts on your.
Hey, oh my! All right, that's the end. That's the end of today's podcast, guys. You know, Karissa, it's been lovely having you on the show. You know, you want to get the fucking. I hate this guy.
Got him.
I hate it here. I hate everyone. I hate you.
Should have seen his face as he was trying to say that without.
That's a laugh.
Oh my god, I hate.
That was a struggle.
I'm so mad that days ruined. Days are fucking.
It's a legit answer, but
I know that's why I was like, he's giving a genuine answer. I'm proud of this guy.
Exactly.
And he fucking said, "Dragging these nuts on your forehead." I hate it here.
I apologize.
No, don't apologize. It's funny. It's good content. It's good content. Fuck it. All right. What about Flame and Night? What do you guys want?
Kaku.
I'm not answering that. I refuse to answer that.
What about
That's
Twitter?
my fucking point.
Pudding.
No more puddings. We had no.
Putting these nuts on your forehead.
Oh my god! Every time I hate these people. I hate these people.
I got one. Kaku on your face.
That's
Yay.
I hate you guys. You know what? Next question. Fuck you. I hate it here. I hate it here. I despise it. I hate it here. You know what? This is my last episode on the podcast. I'm actually quitting. Karissa is taking my place in the podcast. You know, it's
That's it. We've peaked. That's it.
that's it. We're never gonna have anything funnier happen ever again in our entire life. All right, next question. You know what? Thank you, Karissa, for not putting me through that trauma yourself. You actually gave me a serious
You're very welcome.
All right. Next question from the JF Keenan. He asks, "Hey GGP gang and Karissa, glad to see you're doing well. I just hit my 1700 login on the 4th, so I'm gonna rapid fire some questions. For the sake of equality, for once, I gotta ask though to the boys, which Wano girl are you straight up down bad for? Which Wano girl are you guys down
Wano
bad
girl?
Yamato. Woof, 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 woof.
Oh my god, you got that dog in him.
for? That dog in it.
Now, definitely Yamato is best girl from Wano.
Yep, I think it's pretty consensus.
Yeah.
Let me get that.
Fuck
Let me get
OT.
that Hiyori. Let me get that.
No,
Hiyori.
she's not.
Actually,
What?
you know
Who is
what? Take it back. Iori kind of bad. You know, that's fine. Iori kind of bad.
Iori. Wait, this is Robin. Is that the right answer?
Anything female, it has to be Robin.
It
No,
can't be wrong. We're
sorry.
talking about Wano.
Oh, if
Robin-
we're including
Robin
everybody,
is totally in Wano.
if we're including everybody, I'm taking my
It doesn't
Nami.
say. It doesn't say which girl from Wano. It says which Wano girl. Robin is in Wano, and she is
Oh
a
shit!
girl.
Well, damn. All right, you got me there. Not wrong. Wording in that. All right, fair enough. And Karissa, which Wano boy or girl do you want to hit up on?
Not law.
All right,
You don't even have to
fucking
finish that.
straight to the point.
Yeah, Law can get hit up.
Hey yo, let's go.
Bro, chill out.
He can use Law can put me in the room. Fucking if he wants, I
Oh,
don't
God.
care. He can Shambruzu up me up any day of the week.
Oh my god.
Yo.
On a less ayo note, What is your favorite character art / style in current saga of One Piece?
What? Favorite
What is-
character art style? What does that mean?
I don't know. What's your favorite? Maybe what's your favorite? Let's almost flip it. What's your favorite outfit? Like, you know how like in every kind of arc or so they kind of change their fits, their drip. Where have you guys thought they've been drippy the most?
I like the Punk
yeah.
Hazard fit.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good call.
Punk Hazard fit went hard.
Does film Strong World count?
Yep, I'm down. Count it.
Where they had the black outfits?
Yep. I'm
Oh
actually
yeah,
down.
that went hard.
Yeah.
I like the Dressrosa disguises.
Yeah.
Old
Yeah.
Man Lucy.
Yeah.
Old
I
Man
like-
Zoro.
Yeah, Zora
I
the
like
tuxedo.
I like the whole cake fits.
Okay,
Yeah.
drip.
Okay,
Yeah.
you know what? You might be right though, because I'll tell you that Luffy in that red suit is probably my favorite Luffy outfit.
Yeah, that's a cool
Yep.
fit for
And
Luffy.
I got my
for
I got
sure.
my
I
Nami
love
my
the red
Nami in
suit.
her
Yeah, I
red
also
dress.
like current Luffy
Ooh.
with the cape. It's pretty cool. With the black cape.
It doesn't, but Shanks has already
Yeah.
done that. So like,
Yeah, but it's cool that Luffy.
But
Shanks has already
Shanks
done that. Cringe. Luffy fell off. L plus ratio plus touch grass.
Yeah, he's
Yep.
such a copycat.
What
yeah,
a
no,
loser.
Shanks already been there, done that. Like, next thing you know, Luffy's gonna lose an arm.
Shit, hold on.
Hi.
Hopefully not. Alright, next part. Also, if you had to pick a PvP game to live in for a year, which would it be? A
Treasure
PvP.
Cruise.
Treasure Cruise
Yikes.
PvP?
Yikes.
Sit in the Coliseum for a year just watching fucking Stumpy Gacha lose to some like fucking jabroni 4-star side team. Yeah, I'm down.
Awesome game.
I'm
I-
trying to
I don't
think
know
of a
how to
game that
answer
I
that.
don't hate PvP in.
What about like Minecraft? Does it
Yeah.
count?
Yes, I'm down. Count it. Send it.
I
Minecraft
live in
PvP.
Pokemon.
PvP.
Yeah, you
in.
know what? You know what? Yeah, Pokemon actually is the right answer, I think.
I would.
Yeah.
I,
Well,
think-
I'll go with
Pokemon. Yeah, Carissa said Pokemon. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I think Pokemon.
Pokemon's the right answer, I think.
You meet a lot of interesting people, and you see a lot of cool Pokemon
Yeah, that'd be
after
fun.
a year.
Done.
I'd
Send it.
probably be able to get my whole Pokedex filled by then.
You reckon?
A full year of nothing but PvP and Pokemon? Yeah, I could probably fill a Pokedex.
pay for pink slips. So if I beat you, I take your mon type beat. That's the way.
From illegal battles, underground
Yeah.
shit.
Underground
Yeah.
shit. And
long as it's
finally,
Pokedex.
where do you want to be in life in the next 3 years?
Alive.
Fucking, I wish.
Yeah,
hopefully.
not in the ground.
That would be
Do
good.
you guys have any sort of long-term goals in mind at the moment? Anything you guys want to be doing?
I haven't even thought about next week, let alone 3 years time.
I'm
I
planning.
haven't even booked his flight back to Australia yet.
Well, I
Well,
haven't.
the flight back to Australia is booked, but not the flight to
Yeah,
New York to get back to
yeah,
Australia.
in order for me to get back, I need to get back to New York. So
Yeah, you just gotta get a
Yeah.
$7,000 Uber. Join Flame. Carpool.
that sounds absolutely terrible.
Night Flame, do you guys have any 3-year goals?
Within the next 6 months, I would like to get my 2023 Acura.
Nice.
And
Oh,
Which
And-
Acura?
2023.
Integra.
Integra.
Integra. Okay.
Yeah, they just came back since like 01.
Nice.
These
and
dudes,
I
I
would like,
don't even know what Acura is.
Come
I'm
on.
sorry.
jeez.
I know,
And-
right? Like, come on, even I know what an Acura is.
You work with cars for your job.
That is true.
Literally your
I-
job.
I will provide a picture.
Thank you.
But I would like hopefully get my next promotion within the next year as well.
Elite. Night. Anything for the next 3 years? 3-year plan?
I don't know. I really want to just potentially like move out of Illinois. I don't know. I'm just tired of the
You can come to
Midwest
Ohio.
being cold. I'm not going to Ohio.
Okay.
Sorry.
You said-
I'll visit. I'll
you
visit
said
at least.
it's
But
cold, and I was like, yeah, I guess Ohio's out of the question.
But yeah, I don't know. I just want to move, I guess, and then I just like right now I'm just like working on like my like chest and like abs and stuff right now. So I
Nice,
just
nice.
maybe in the next
Season.
3 years I look like Bullet. So
Let's
Hey,
fucking
yo.
go, my king.
Frolic
my
Mare.
king.
No, my man's gonna be Nita from the premiere.
Oh my gosh.
all right.
Man,
You
actually,
bullet.
is
I'm thinking 6+ bullet.
6+ meant to be a 3.
See it.
I know you think
Wait,
6
hey,
are
yo.
bullet.
Hey,
My
yo.
man's gonna be free to play Bullet. He's gonna be free to play Bullet. He's gonna turn blue.
The blue one.
I was
Yeah.
thinking 6 bullet. I'm like, why would you want to look like a mountain?
Why would you want to be a robot?
What?
Mad.
No,
I guess
These are people-
in 3 years' time, as long as I'm still with Karissa, that'd be pretty cool.
that's
Yeah, I was
probably-
gonna say I would like to be like right here. I mean, I got a really nice job, so hopefully I can keep that for 3 more years.
Nice, nice,
I
nice.
bought my house already, so
Nice, nice,
like,
nice.
if I
Love
could just
that.
be right here,
Mm-hmm.
I think
preferably with Todd next to me too, I guess would be a nice, but you know,
Or in Australia, you can come hang out.
no thanks.
Oh my god,
that's crazy. That's disrespectful.
There's so many things that are gonna try to kill me.
Yeah, like me if you don't come to
Right.
Australia. I'll pull up. I think for myself, I think I just want to start climbing the corporate ladder very fast. I think I have potential to do so, so I'm gonna fucking send it and
I
see where
believe in
life
you.
goes. I also want to move.
Oh
I
yeah.
think I'm done with I've lived here my whole life, lived in the same house. I still love, like, obviously I need to experience not living with my parents at some point in life to just get some real life experience, I suppose. So I think I
God,
might
it
move
sucks.
to Sydney or
Not living.
Melbourne. I think within the next year or two. So that's kind of the plan, just to
You said New
spice some
York?
things up. No, fuck no. Sydney or Melbourne, lad. I'm not moving to New York. Fuck no. dirty city.
Hold up, bro.
Yeah,
Hold
definitely
up,
get
bro.
out of Canada, bro.
Yeah, I think I just want to move because I think the opportunities are plenty in other locations too. But then I guess, like, I want to have
Unless
at least
going,
another apartment within the next 3 years. So I'm rocking with 2 at that point there, and just hopefully, like, get through some mental health stuff, get more on a more positive track as well. Would be the ideal plan there. And so that's
Nice,
our 3 year
nice.
plans.
Thanks.
Sounding good, boys.
I know what. I'll move with Cody.
Hey, go
You
to
mean
Canada.
Burgers.
Let's all go to Canada. That's our 3 year goal. We're gonna go to Canada. We're all gonna. You know what? Actually, is part of my 3 year goal. Meeting Flame and Nite and actually doing in person shit with these boys too. That'd be fucking.
Well,
sick.
I'm right in the middle of Flame and Night.
Yeah, we'll all go to
Night,
Chris's
you're in
house.
Illinois and Flame's in New York. I'm in Ohio.
We'll all go to Chris's house. We're just gonna link up there. It's fine.
We gotta get the podcast house.
Yeah, that make it the pod house. And the final point to this question. Oh, and someone tell Captain Papi he's epic for explaining how to make OPTC content work throughout the past few months. Where finally I'm getting back into making videos, even though there's absolutely no content. Thanks, guys, and Karissa, can't wait to hear back from you. Your favorite terrible treasure cruise clickbaiter, Cam. Thank you, Jeff Keenan or Cam. I did see he is doing a series on he's doing like a randomizer Nuzlocke for Treasure Cruise. Seemed a bit complicated when I watched the start of the video, but I did see it, and all the best with that series for Treasure Cruise. I think it had a bunch of spinning wheels of playing content and using particular units, but having to remove some. So it's a bit of an interesting concept there. That's the shit we need in the community. We need fresh ideas and different takes. So
It's something unique and different.
exactly. So that's awesome. Keep up the good work and all the best there. Go sub to JF Keenan if you guys haven't done so yet. Final question, as per usual, has to come from Cody. CS wins. Hey guys, and a massive welcome to Karissa. As always, thank you for the work that you do. Hope New York was a blast. Looking forward to listening in on the conversation. Now for food-related questions. Do you have specific foods that have to be eaten at specific times of the day, like cereal for breakfast, steak for supper, etc.? Personally, I'm an eat anything at any time kind of guy, but the missus is the opposite. Leftovers for breakfast is a big no-no for her. Do you have any particular foods you can only eat at specific times of the day?
Yep.
What
So
is it
for
for?
my breakfast, I eat these Bavita cookies every morning at like 7 in the morning.
What?
That's my breakfast.
Pizza rolls for breakfast
that
today,
go
and Todd told me
crazy.
no.
Pizza rolls for breakfast? That's too much.
Todd told me no. He's no, we're not having pizza. for
That's
breakfast."
no. What are you not?
No, we're not doing
Anything in
that.
particular?
No, I'm like Cody. I'll
Yeah,
eat
I think me
anything
too. Like
anytime.
I just when I'm hungry, I eat whatever's available. The closest thing.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna
Whatever
I'm
sounds good is what I'm down for. I don't care what time of day it is.
I agree. Like
Mm.
if I'm just
One that-
vibing something, I'll eat it.
One that's for me is
Nah.
like I don't usually like to drink juice at any time of the day except for breakfast.
Really?
Yeah, like I can only
Interesting.
really drink juice in the morning.
You're weird.
Yeah, I know.
Bit of a unique one there. I don't know. That's a bit of a never thought of it like that.
Like
Flame, you-
it's cool having like cereal for dinner or something. Like that's fine.
I've been
I think
driving to work and I'd be like, man, I could really go for some tacos. Too bad I can't get tacos anywhere at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Exactly.
Oh, actually, I do have one.
Oh,
now that
okay.
I thought about it. I can't drink alcohol in the morning. I have to drink it at least in the afternoon.
Oh no, man!
'Cause
You
then I'll
can
get a
give me
migraine.
mimosa any time of day.
Well, you should not come to Australia then, mate. Because if you ever pull up here, we're drinking from the wee hours of the morning to the to the evening non-stop. This is how it is,
Oh,
man.
hell no.
Alright, sign me up.
In the streets. All right.
I need to forget her. I mean, what?
Facts, bro. Me too, man. I'm in the same boat as you. Specifically for Todd, did you try anything unique that isn't common in Australia?
Chipotle.
Chipotles?
Yeah, Chipotle. That was interesting.
Have you had a bagel?
I had a bagel. Yeah, I have.
Did you go with
multiple
Chris on
bagels.
her bagel run in the morning?
He did.
Yes, and that was actually very good. But to be fair, every time I have ordered a bagel, I've always ordered like the same thing in it. So
Yeah, bacon,
Right.
egg, and cheese.
bacon, egg, and cheese is just the best combo. If you think it's
Nah,
the
cream-
if that is not the best combo for
No, you're
breakfast,
just
I don't know
wrong.
what.
No, you're just wrong.
cream cheese
Cream-
and bacon.
No,
See?
Cream cheese
I
and
tried-
salmon.
I tried
cream
the cream cheese
salmon
bagel and it
chives.
tastes disgusting.
That tweet, I didn't
What?
like that tweet because that was out of pocket what you said there. The fact you said cream cheese is disgusting, I can't. That's crazy. You're a
I
psycho for
did
saying
try
that.
it.
I
It
gave
was,
it 3 big bites and I didn't like it. It was gross.
it was the
Nah.
honey walnut cream cheese from Panera on an everything bagel. So he did try.
He tried some
But he said
unique
he
ass
didn't
cream
like it.
cheese though. You need to see it's like fucking Philadelphia cream cheese, like generic shit.
Yeah.
That's what we should do. Is should us go to the store, get some of the whipped cream cheese?
Yeah, just get some
We
generic
had,
cream cheese and do it.
and we had Raisin Canes for dinner tonight.
We did have
What's-
Raisin Canes.
That
What
was
is that?
sick. Chicken.
No, it's a chicken place, yeah.
Interesting.
Todd
Um,
said he really liked it. So we're gonna do a comparison tomorrow of
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A
Chick-fil-A.
and Raisin Canes.
Chick-fil-
What else do we have?
Oh, you should get the
Arby's,
you
Arby's
should
is
get
pretty good.
if you're going to Chick-fil-A, you should get the milkshake. It's really good.
Oh my God! Yes, of course. You can't go to Chick-fil-A without getting a milkshake.
Milky. Pause.
All
Sorry
right,
about that.
I'm down for that. I like milkshakes.
Oh my God, it's so good.
There you go. Perfect.
Mm.
If you had
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
pick,
we
oh, go.
were kind of shafted in Chipotle though because I wanted to get the spicy salsa and they didn't have any left.
Literally, the person in front of us, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we're out," and I was like, "Well, rip," because that was the second time we
Oh,
tried
yeah.
to go to
The
Chipotle.
first day we went to try and get it, like we showed up and they had a big sign at the door and like half the menu was
They were out of chicken.
What?
Yeah.
Like,
So
How you added chicken? It doesn't make sense.
yeah, it was like they were out of half the menu, so like, okay, we're not getting this.
Nah,
and
that's
that was
fine.
like the first day that we had flown back. So our flight back from New York, we had to leave the hotel at 4 a.m.
Yep.
Our flight left at 6 a.m. So Sunday is my normal Chipotle day. So we tried to get Chipotle and we couldn't. And I was like, I'm not going anywhere else. I'm driving home, and the first thing we passed was Arby's. And I
Yeah.
was like, we're gonna get Arby's because I'm so tired.
It was fine. Arby's is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You weren't too thrilled with it.
It was okay.
It was okay.
But we're gonna do Chick-fil-A. There are a couple local places that we're gonna hit
Mhm.
with Alex.
Yeah.
We're gonna do Melt,
Mm.
which is gonna be
Yeah.
fun.
You guys have Shake Shack over there?
We do have a Shake Shack. So I have not been to the Cleveland Shake Shack though, because it's like in a weird spot downtown. I got it in New York, but it is
Yeah.
very good.
Yeah, I was gonna say Shake Shack in New York's really good.
I did. I ordered it I think it was the night that you had the premiere.
Yeah, it was.
And I was on my own for dinner. So I just like DoorDashed Shake Shack.
Oh,
I was like,
nice.
this will work. And it was good. But we do have one in Cleveland. It's just in a very odd spot
Mm.
Okay.
downtown. Because you can't park there. You have to like go into the parking garage to get it. So it's kind of dumb. Because then you pay like $15 in
Yeah, that's
parking.
weird.
Why
Yeah.
don't you just Uber Eats it?
That's what we would have to do, but then it's like it'll take it probably a half hour at least to get to us. So then it's like the shake is kind of like not shaky anymore.
It's not shaky no more.
yeah,
It's not
true.
Shake.
Oh, don't you hate it when
is
you're shaky ain't shaky no more?
My
Damn,
shake
dude.
ain't Shaq. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's what happens when I start taking my medication.
Okay. It's like a.
All right.
All right. Next part of the question.
Move on.
If you had to pick one type of fry, either a bit too burnt or a bit undercooked, which one are you going with? I'd take
Undercooked.
crunchy all day.
Bit too
I
burnt.
would take
Burnt.
crunchy all day.
I'll take a bit too burnt, I reckon.
Yeah,
Yeah, bit
I'm
too
with
burnt.
Papi on that. Because think about it. Our fries from last night
Yeah,
were awful.
sure. They were just cold.
And they were like gross.
They were perfectly cooked, but they were just cold.
They were not perfectly cooked.
Damn.
I see. I don't mind like a soggy fry.
Ew.
Yo!
That's like sacrilegious.
Yo.
Wow.
That's
Soggy
nasty,
fries
no,
ain't
no.
that bad.
Yeah, they
I'm
are.
moving to.
Hell no.
All right, well, I guess I'm on my own on this.
You're on
He's
your
like
own.
a
I love
lemon.
Man, he's
crunchy
actually
all
on his
day.
own.
Wow. All right. Damn.
How does it feel to be wrong?
Well, fine. It is what it is. Look, okay. I can have all the soggy fries, and you can fight over those crunchy fries to all you guys if you want. Yeah.
I just ordered more fries for the table. It's fine. No stress.
Right?
Thanks as always for the pod. It really gives a lot of the community something to look forward to. Much love as always, your boy Cody in Canada. I'll leave the teaser part to myself, Cody, but thank you for writing that extra section there. I'm more than happy for you to slide into the DMs any day of the week. That does us. I think we're done skis, lad skis, and gal skis, and guy skis, and everyone skis. That's
Thank you.
Broskies.
that's a bit of GGP for you in your inbox at some point soon. But as we usually do on the guest episodes, Karissa, it's your time to take the mic, take the stand. Let us know what you've been up to. Shout out all your socials, all that kind of fun stuff.
I have Twitter at Karissa Sunrise. That's pretty much it. You can see a bunch of the pictures from me and Todd on there for everything that we've done while he's here.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. I have to go
Awesome.
back to doing real adult working next week. So
Fun.
Sounds joyous.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for joining us. I know it was a bit of a hectic
thank you
episode.
so much for having me.
You know, it's one of those apps where it's just another nice
A
little
long time
discussion
coming.
thing. You know, it has been in the grind set for a little while, but I'm glad that things lined up quite well to make things work out a lot easier than we had anticipated, I suppose, more than anything, which is always lovely to see. It's great to have all your insights and such as well. You know, it's always a nice thing to have another voice in the community. You know, it's a great part there. But for the rest of the gang, if you enjoyed today's episode, make sure you go down there, hit the like button, hit the sub button, and if you're feeling a bit risky, you can hit the join button as well and help us out financially. But if you keep going down there, you can find our Linktree link. That is linktr.ee/GoodGreatPerfect. There you can find all of our social media platforms. The main ones being Twitter at GP Podcast, and of course on YouTube, but you know you're already there. You can also find us on anchor.fm/GoodGreatPerfect, where you can find us as our audio-only version of the podcast. We're on all the major platforms, those being Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts as well. If you keep scrolling down, you can find our social media links. You got all the goobers down there. You know, make sure you go follow, like, subscribe. Flame is a new Twitter account, so make sure you go and find that new account and follow him specifically as well. You know, go join us, go follow us, go sub, go do all that kind of fun stuff. We all do greatly appreciate it. But with that being said, I've been Captain Papi. Flame, Nite, Todd, and Karissa. Thank you all for listening to another episode. Talk to you guys next time. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.